Everybody, I'd like to welcome you all back to this Sunday night edition of the Tabletop Tavern. How is everybody doing tonight, Cast? Cast, how are you doing tonight?
Cast is good, right?
Chilling, man.
Chad is great.
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Did
You
you
know what
see
that means.
posting at 12:30 a.m. Eastern time saying it's Sunday on the East Coast?
Yep.
This is true. This is true.
Too early for me.
Ooh, guys, it is Sunday night. It's Tabletop Tavern. It's time to get back into our adventure tonight with our intrepid party as they further investigate and discover goings on in the town of Sandpoint. Let's start with Davdithas, Decider 12. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing great, and I'm ready to roll. There we go.
That was a Diet Coke.
Someone
wasn't
ask him what that is.
That's a Diet Coke. Oh, that's definitely what, like bubbly water?
A strawberryta.
I was gonna say I think that's
Oh.
Burrito.
I just really wanted to say
Strawberryta.
that live.
The
Your
most
man
high
card,
class.
sir.
Cheers.
Yes, it's the most high-class margarita you could have.
Shaken, not stirred.
Shaken, not stirred.
Here's
Get
the
yours
twist.
today.
Yeet, yeet, yeet. YottsTwitch, Mihaly, what's going on? As you take a drink, let me know how are you doing.
I'm doing fantastic.
And
How are you, sir?
What's your beverage of choice tonight, sir?
I've got a Black Angus. Shout out to Cape Breton, where I grew up. A small brewery there. It's an IPA. Pretty great.
Ew, but okay.
And if they sponsor me, I'll drink a whole lot more of them. So cheers, fellas. That's never gonna happen. But I just happen to have it in the fridge, and it's pretty decent.
Excellent. Luna, how is your night going, ma'am?
It's going really well, actually. My daughter is downstairs with her best friend making me birthday cupcakes. So
That's
I'll take
right.
one.
We should point out the fact that tomorrow is Luna's 22nd birthday.
it is. I'm gonna be 22 again.
Technically, we'll still be live when we roll past midnight, right?
True.
Ooh, that is
No.
true. We are
So
gonna.
happy birthday from the cast tonight, maybe.
I've
Yeah,
also
somebody-
already gotten birthday wishes from South Korea and Germany today.
Oh, excellent. From the
Ooh.
future.
There you go.
Yeah, from the future.
All
Oh.
of South Korea and all of Germany.
The whole
She's-
country. Well, not all of South Korea, but all of
Wow.
Germany.
Wow.
We gotta
It's
get
kind of a big deal overseas.
Right?
I am.
We got to get Brios in here. He can say hello from the future too.
From Singapore, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Cyclone Jack, Gunnar, how is your night going, my friend?
Well, unlike these other two heathens, I myself am rocking some G Fuel tonight, and a quick little happy birthday to my little mini Dust Devil, who just turned 2 years old today.
Oh,
Yay.
yay! Happy birthday to the little one.
So little man, if you're out there, buddy, Daddy loves you and he misses you.
Oh, there we go.
It's gonna be wild when he sees this like 20 years in the future, and it's like, oh shit,
That was my birthday.
that's dad. Yeah,
That's dad.
I know.
That's dad.
Yay.
That was 2. That was a dope birthday.
Yeah, yeah.
I got so many presents.
Everybody, I am back from Florida. Got to fly down to see one of my really good friends down in Florida this week, and I was I ate like a fucking pig all week. There's no way to put that. I ate and drank myself silly. So I am back, and now
I'd also like to point out that you're probably the only person I ever know who has gone to Florida and came back whiter than you were before.
Because he was inside eating and drinking.
I think it's the light. I think it's the light because
You think it's the light?
I'm pretty tan up here.
Yeah.
I think it's the lighting. I'm gonna blame that one. Guys, it
Okay.
is Sunday night. It's Tabletop Tavern. It's almost time to get going. I just want to send a shout out to our great community out there. Everybody, you guys come back every week. For the new players who are returning and joining us, thank you so much for being part of our community. We have the best community on Twitch. You guys know this. I don't have to say it, but you guys fucking know. So big shout out to everybody coming out and hanging out with us tonight. I would like to remind you guys there is a contest going on out there. The mods, there is a command in there contest that I just hit that you guys can enter for a free Ultimate Fantasy Grounds license. We use Fantasy Grounds here on the stream and we support it fully. Love the product. It's a great product. I personally prefer it over its competitor, but that's just me from my reasons. And I'm used to working with it. So make sure you guys get on that and get in on that, and let's get it going. So without further ado, let's see some dice rolls.
Here we go.
Okay. I gotta get my Zen going.
All right. Oh,
Whoa.
Oh, Idabrix.
setting the bar high tonight, guys.
Ding ding, baby.
What?
Even higher.
Oh.
Nat 20. Let's see
I'll
who's
just
reading.
go ahead and read, I guess. I rolled
No,
a
it's
2.
2.
My streak
Can't-
still stands.
Can't break tradition, can you?
Oh, wow.
Well, I hate you all, and I hate this game.
I just like to
Just
say,
kidding,
okay,
I don't hate this game.
you know what? At the end of like the 5th season, I'm gonna run some statistics to see how many times each of you guys has won this. And
This
Miha,
is
you're
only-
episode 12 now.
I think we're on 12.
Yeah.
I've
we in
still
episode
done the
12?
majority of them. There
So I
been
have
a
not
few.
done one for 12 episodes. Like, what are the odds of that?
I think I've only done like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I've done one.
And I've done every single other one.
Every other one.
You're
every,
so good at it. That's all.
He is.
Well,
He's very good.
I
He's
do
very-
write the notes, so I'm happy to read them.
Yup.
All right, so let's get it going. Let's get it going, Mihaly. Let's
Settle into your chairs, ladies and gentlemen, while I tell you a story of intrepid party. Cheers. We started the last episode within the tunnels below the glassworks. I'm sure you remember them. They're kind of shitty. We found a place to sleep while we prepared for clearing the rest of the tunnels. We rested in the room with 3 prison cells. It was comfy, as you could imagine, but it was an uneventful night. Thank you, Mike. Yeah.
thank you, the
big ups to
rolls.
the
Thank
DM.
you, you
Thank the
guys rolled.
dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. On our way out, we found a statue, and there was a pole arm and a prayer book of Amashtu. We took the weapon. It was a Ransur. I still don't know what that is, but I guess someone else at the party does, so that's pretty wild. It has a cool name. I bet it hurts.
It looks like a trident, dude.
It's pokey.
A trident. Oh, it's a
Looks-
giant
Looks
fork.
kind of like a trident. Yeah.
Gunnar
there
can
you go.
finally eat.
Yes.
This is great. Okay. So we continued through the rooms. We encountered a flying head thing. It had bat wings going on like this. This is my impression. If you're out in audio land, my hands are up by my headphones and I'm flapping them back and forth.
It looks identical to the picture we saw.
I believe that they actually based that on my photo at one point.
They
It
did. I
was
think they
pretty
did.
gnarly looking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hope you got paid for that.
So obviously, we kicked its butt. We found a chest in the room. There was some gold, which we, Idabrix, we all split evenly.
Evenly.
Yeah.
And then there was a wand. And I believe I snagged that. We did not yet determine what it was. Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we were able to figure out what that
You
was.
have
yet.
not been able to figure it out yet.
Thank you, sir. We went on to explore more rooms, and we came across an altar with some unholy water, but none of us were sober enough to determine what it could possibly be.
Nope.
Just kidding. It was only Davdithas.
And I was not sober enough to determine.
All right. Cheers. In the room after that, we came across the dreaded closet.
I'm in a closet.
And some say that Davdithas was fully enclosed within the closet for a period of time.
I really was. I was so shocked by the closet. I refused to move for a time. As a matter of
He was
Uh,
scared outside of the closet.
He
I
was scared.
Oh, it's it's tough coming out of the closet sometimes, and it can be scary.
You guys helped me though. You guys got me through.
I get by with a little help from my friends. You know what I'm saying? It started summoning sin spawns to fight us. Those ugly MFers who we don't like. We smacked them down, and by we I really mean everyone in the party who isn't Mihaly. What up?
You played a pivotal part. Don't
Yeah,
lie.
well, I think I poisoned dart at one of them at one point. Acid splash happening there.
Right in his
Poison
eye
dart.
hole.
I just went full Teemo. My God.
There we go.
I need to go to bed. There's something wrong with my brain. During the battle, we experienced the birth of #Idabrix when she sprinted across the room, climbed up the stairs, jumped off the staging to swing an attack at the closet. That was beautiful. Cheers to you, my friend.
She missed.
Thank
She
you.
missed. She did
She
miss, but it
missed,
was an
but
epic
it's-
attempt.
It was an
I
A
love
for
how he has to
effort.
throw that in there. Ouch, man.
I was just trying to hype
Do
it
better.
up for people who skipped the last episode, so they're like, "Holy shit, Idabrix crazy!"
I want
Right?
to see that moment, and she misses.
Yeah, she misses, but
was
spoiler alert.
devastating.
Yeah. So eventually, Mihaly, hey, this guy right here. Eventually, Mihaly stopped sitting around and he hit the closet with a color spray, and he successfully disabled it, so his teammates could step in and smash it to a pulp. So mission accomplished. Thanks, friends.
Does your arm hurt? Or patting yourself on the back there?
Well, I was gonna say it does hurt from carrying the team.
You know what? I'm gonna take my fishing net and go back to town now. All right.
Yeah,
You guys-
me and all those
you guys
kills
got
I
this.
had, we're out of here.
Okay, I rescind that.
It's getting spicy up in here tonight, folks.
Rescind. Recant. There's so many rewords. I don't know. All of the above, whichever you're more comfortable with. I redact, rescind, retract. So after killing the Quasit, we returned to town to find Father Xanthus, and he was chilling at our old hangout, the Rusty Dragon. And we started to explain what we found. We showed him little trinkets and things, and the prayer book from Lamashtu. And as we were explaining what happened, we heard a loud explosion. Father Xanthus turned to us and he said, "It has begun." This time it was for real, guys.
And
It was
this
the big
time,
one.
It was personal.
You forgot.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, right. We take another 15 minutes while Goku continues to power up. Got it.
Okay.
Over 9,000!
So if you're still here after listening to my horrible intro, cheers to you, friends. Strap
Yes.
in. Tonight is going to be crazy.
Yachts, buddy, you missed one part. Gunnar got angry.
Gunnar got very angry. That
Oh.
happens every episode.
Every episode.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Gunnar got angry at the party.
Every episode.
Yeah, he did. He was pissed
still,
at us.
still don't
You-
follow.
Oh,
You do
okay,
remember
that's-
me, right?
that's fair.
No,
yeah,
fill it in,
oh,
please.
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. Pitter patter. Let's get at her.
Let's get at her.
Let's get at it.
You're all official Canadians today.
Hey.
Hey.
Today,
Hey.
Today,
Where's
eh?
my moose?
If you guys are not aware, they based the character on Letterkenny Wayne after our very own YottsTwitch Miha here. So
Yep.
don't fuck with them. Don't fuck
True
with them.
story.
it's true. True story.
True story.
All right.
Yeah.
We're
Hashtag
tied
Squeak
with
for
those guys.
President. Hashtag Idabrix. Hashtag Pitter Patter. Let's get at her. You guys ready? You guys ready?
Ready.
Chat,
Ready.
you
Let's
ready?
do this.
Not at all. Not even maybe.
Not even a little
Do
bit.
it!
When last we left off, a loud explosion suddenly rings in everybody's ears, the impact shaking the windows of the Rusty Dragon, the rumble of a building falling, the rush and whoomph of a sudden fire igniting as well as the smoke coming quickly to you. Two more sounds of explosions come in quick succession, fainter but still audible. Screams erupt all over, and Father Xanthus looks at all of you and says, "It has begun." From outside, you hear chaos, and you hear chaos start to erupt. Father Xanthus gets up, runs outside, clearly in a panic. What do you do?
Can I stop him before he gets out the door?
He's
Or
gone,
past
my
us?
friend.
God damn it!
We'll take those drinks to go.
Really?
Priorities, man. Come
Really?
Yeah, I'm prioritizing that we gotta go.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Let's go.
on. Oh.
I'm gonna stand up and run out to the window.
I'm gonna run
I'm
out the
gonna look
door.
Out the window. Is there
I'm
anything
running
I can see?
with-
Hold on.
I'm
Yeah.
following Gunnar.
Okay. So Idabrix is following Gunnar outside, right?
Yep.
I
Mihai is
would
going
like
to
to
the
follow
window,
Gunnar.
and Davdithas is going outside.
Yep.
Okay. So, well, Mihai, you're going to see the same thing, except you see it from inside, okay?
Okay, just describe it to them, and I'll just listen with a window in front of me.
Yeah. You're like,
Okay.
like you're like a puppy one looking for a home to go to.
Oh.
When you step outside, the familiar sounds of the initial attack on Sandpoint assault your ears. Chaos, fires, the smell of smoke. Just to the west of you, see the meat market has been reduced to rubble, is on fire. Father Xanthus points to the northeastern direction of the chapel and screams, "No, not the chapel, not again." A determined look crosses his face, and he starts to run off. Help me, friends, to me.
Hearing this, I want to jump out the window.
Are there?
Give me an acrobatics.
Okay, awesome.
Oh my god.
This is
If
gonna
I
be
trip,
great.
you have to help me.
We don't even know if the window's open.
We don't even know that you're in the window.
It is now, and I'm jumping out of it with a 1.
So Mihaly, opens the window, and it stands up to about his chest. So he hops up on the window and tumbles out, falls about 10 feet to the ground, and takes
10 feet. It's on the first floor, is it not?
Yeah,
It's a little,
yeah.
How
but
is a window 10 feet up?
10 feet?
Okay,
10 feet.
10 feet. What do I take?
2 points of damage.
Oh my god.
So you guys clearly see Father Xantus trucking off towards the in the direction of the chapel. What do you
I
guys do?
rally to him.
You
I
rally?
start running after him, and are there any guards running past us in any direction in
There's
particular?
chaos. There's chaos in all directions right now. There is an assorted guards here and there, trying to figure out what to do.
I stop the first guard I see.
Okay.
I grab him by the shoulders, I look him sternly in the eye, and I scream out, sound the evacuation alarms, alert Heron, make sure the ships are ready in the port, get everyone the hell out to sea.
Okay. All right, and then you take off after the Father Xantus?
Yes.
Okay. You catch up to Father Xantus. He's kind of, running while looking back to make sure you guys are with him. As you hardly make your way to the chapel, a familiar face is spotted along the way. It's the acting captain of the guard in Sheriff Hemlock's absence, the gentleman you guys have been dealing with. He yells to you, all of you collectively, "Ho, friends, I have information. I need a word. Time is of the essence."
Speak quickly while we move.
I know
Let's
time
go.
is short, but this is importantly. Currently know of the 3 buildings that have been destroyed. The meat market, as you know, the locksmith in the northwest corner of the town, and the way north, a map maker shop right near the chapel. Goblins have been sighted in 5 separate locations so far. The Eastern Beach, Sandpoint Bridge, Tanner's Bridge, the North Gate, and Junkers Beach. We currently have women and children heading to the docks. Heron has volunteered to evacuate as many as possible. They are being loaded and will depart soon. At this, he swings over. Father Xantus, I beg of you, please can you get to the Merchants Guild? We plan to sage any of the wounded there. We will need your healing arts. They can be best used there. At this, his gaze swings over to the party. Friends, here is a map of the town. I've made quick notes of the attacks and the locations the goblins have been reported. My men are sparse and spread out between the beach and the bridges. We need you to hold you the North Gate if possible. Can you do this?
We
Let's
can
go.
do this.
Okay. So I've just shared a map with you showing all the locations that have been indicated. So it has pointers on the map so you guys can see all of them.
Sweet.
All right. As you're standing there, suddenly a series of fireworks rises up from 5 different locations around the town, and the guard screams, "Go! Now! It begins!" Before you can take off, Father Xantus says to you, "Stop quickly at the chapel. Tell whatever acolyte you encounter to give you 2 healing potions. I would offer more, but our supplies are light, and I fear that they will surely be needed in order."
I start taking off towards the chapel in the North Gate.
Yeah, away we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna run after them.
Okay, so you guys, you see the guards go off. Father Xantus goes with the guard, and he's heading over to stage the wounded. So as you get up towards as you enter the plaza, a familiar face greets you, smiling down at you from the stage. It's not a smile of mirth. It's the smile of a hunter who's trapped his prey. Tessuto stands before you on a stage with a goblin to his right. As soon as it sees you, it starts singing. In response, the 4 goblins directly in front of the stage start whipping themselves into a frenzy. Tessuto calls to you mockingly. It's worked. I've isolated you from the guard. I have you alone now. She has blessed me. She has given me the opportunity to lay this town and your deaths at her and Lamashtu's feet. By now, goblins will be pouring through the gates of the city, burning and killing everything in their path. The screams of your pathetic people will be heard all the way back in Thistletop, where my dear Nuala awaits my triumphant return. I will redeem myself in her and Lamashtu's eyes. This time, this time, I will end you in her name. Get them. And I'm going to give you guys a map.
Please, we didn't need the guard last time.
Regular
Ooh.
Sunday.
This guy is talking so much trash. I'm going to smack him like a 5-year-old kid.
Okay.
If you don't hit yourself in the dick, I'm gonna hit you there myself.
I swear, if he does that again to himself,
I will literally cry laughing. So I'm gonna need some initiative from you guys, okay?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, what do we got for rolls, guys?
Gunnar's on a 16.
Idabrix has an 11.
Mihaly is 17 plus 10, 27.
ooh, I'm rolling that hot 5.
A hot fire. Hot fire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you guys on the actual map so that I can, you guys can place yourself where you would like to be. You guys entered through the, oops, I put Idabrix on top of Gunnar.
Nice.
I am not on Gunnar's shoulders right now. I'm sorry.
Ride him into
It could
battle like a
happen.
mighty steed.
I mean, I've been called worse. I wouldn't mind being a steed.
Idabrix gets a new mount.
All right.
I'm not going there.
Yeah, okay. Well, shut her down, boys. Shut her down. Shut her down.
Oh,
Okay. So we have to switch to a different scene real quick so we can make sure that our wonderful community can see everything that's going on. Let's go here. All right. So our party, I'm going to give you a second. I'm going to give you so you can place yourself in order, and then you guys we'll go from there.
All right, Gunnar and I up front.
I'm going to give you 15 seconds to do it.
I'm gonna go right there.
Yeah, I like that. Mihaly feeling spicy.
I'm kind of scared. I don't know.
I like this. This is good.
Final answer.
Okay. With that, I'm going to cycle around and it brings us to the top of the order, and that will be Mihaly.
Oh, I did not see this coming. Oh man. I'm going to load my crossbow and just fire a shot from here at the nearest goblin.
At the nearest goblin. Which one? So there's 4 goblins in front of the stage. One about the 2 closest to you are almost about the exact same distance.
The northernmost of the 2 closest.
Okay. So Mihaly takes out his crossbow, loads a bolt into the crossbow, presents his weapon, lets fly, and the bolt strikes true, but it bounces off the tough hide of the goblin and bounces away. That brings us to the goblin closest to the stage on the north. So he's gonna run up 20 feet, and he's seeing his comrade in front of him gets struck by a bolt, comes into a slobbering frenzy and runs at Mihaly. Next, so the one that just got shot is going to move up 20 feet as well towards the party, and that brings us to the goblin that was on the south side of the plaza, and he is going to move about 20 feet up as well. And Gunnar, our friend, it is your turn.
Good to go. Time to put in some work. All right. I'm going to whip the shield off my back and just smile and push. It's time to charge into combat.
Okay.
First one down, straight ahead.
Are you're charging?
Yep.
Okay.
Charging in. The magical long blade gets ripped free from the sword as I bear the shield in front of me, and I sling the sword across the goblin's torso.
Okay. So Gunnar.
With a 14.
Unfortunately, 14 is not going to hit the AC of this creature. So on the stage, you see Tsudo laugh at you. He's like, "Look at you! You can't even take my fodder, let alone me." And he just kind of laughs. And with that, it brings us to the goblin that's right in front of him at the stage, and he's going to run forward 20 feet as well.
Real quick, I have a free action before I'm done.
Absolutely.
I screen back to Idabrix, up and over.
Oh no.
I was so already planning that.
All right. So the goblin on stage, it starts to beat a drum and sing a song, and it just looks at you guys and laughs and grins wickedly. Idabrix, you're up.
All right. I yelled at Gunnar, walk me through it. So I'm gonna run up to Gunnar.
Okay.
And I'm going to jump off his shield over the goblins.
Okay.
Hover your mouse over the clip button, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
All right. So you are gonna jump off his shield and try to launch yourself over the goblin in front of him, or where you?
I'm trying to get So I just moved up to the two that are like the one that's right in front of him, and then the one that's right in front of where I am right now.
Okay.
I'm going to go over it so I can flank the one that's in front of him.
Okay, give me an acrobatics, please. Where is his thing? Boom, 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 boom.
That is a 28 acrobatics.
Yeah, that does it.
So I'm going to fly above Gunner's shield, and I'm going to land behind the goblin, so he is flanked now.
Okay. All right. And then what would you like to do? What would you like to do after that, Idabrix?
Let's see. I moved 10, 15, 20. So I moved 20. Does jumping off his shield count towards my move?
For now, we're going to say yes. And
okay.
we'll make a decision on that. We'll figure it out how that's going to work. But we're going to say yes for now.
Okay. Then I'm going to just use the rest of my turn to pull out the horse chopper.
Okay. All right. And that brings us to Davdithas.
I'm first of all in shock by what I've just seen.
I think we all are.
Idabrix just doing this amazing maneuver and landing in between them all. I am slightly concerned for her, so I am going to charge up right next to Gunnar and engage these goblins.
Okay.
And let's take a good old swing with my Morning Star.
I'm going to give you 5 seconds to take a look at the battlefield and see how you could give yourself an advantage right now.
Nope, not happening.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's move forward. So Davdithas runs forward, and in fear of his comrade's life, and steps forward and is going to try to what? We're going to make an attack with your mace. So
yes, my Morning Star.
Your Morning Star.
Yep, the one that is directly east of me.
Okay. So
And that is going to
Davdithas
be a 20.
Comes up and, fearing for his comrade's life, he comes down, and obviously, the presence of Desna is with him, and he swings and he comes down and he hits the goblin on the side of the head for how much damage, Davdithas?
That's going to be 4.
So I don't know why that rolled a d20, but you guys can disregard that. So
Okay.
as Davdithas comes around, he hits the goblin in the side of the head, and the goblin falls to the ground and is unconscious. He is not quite dead. Mihaly, you're up, my friend.
Is it okay if I ask? You can just say no, but what, because I missed that as well. What would Davdithas have done in that situation to gain an advantage?
So if I'm going to draw a pointer.
Just like as a learning moment for the channel and myself.
If he had stepped in this circle, he would see how Luna and
technically a flank, I see.
You would have had a flank on him because it intersects. Your two places intersect.
Oh,
makes sense.
So
I didn't even need that flank.
You apparently did not. So all right. So Yotts, it's your turn, my friend.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I will. Oh, geez. The one just north of Idabrix, are they engaged in combat yet? If I take a shot, is that a -4?
Yes, that is a -4.
Okay, I'm going to step south and forward into battle, and I'm going to shoot at the one that's not engaged.
Okay, so that is the to the southeast of the.
Wait, I can't move and reload in the same round.
You reloaded on the previous round, from what I remember.
Okay.
Yep, you're already loaded.
So I'm going to step in close to Davdithas, but not quite into the front lines. So
Okay.
back one line, and then I'm going to fire a shot at the one that is not engaged in combat yet.
So Mihaly, seeing an opportunity to pick off a foe that's off to the side, steps down to the south, lets fly with a bolt, and almost crits the enemy, but does not confirm the crit. But is
Roll a 19.
so lands a solid blow. The bolt flies out from it and strikes it in the neck for 7 points of damage and killing it outright. So that.
Whoa.
Nice.
So our friend there, I think it's.
As a
this
free action, I'm going to shout, Idabrix, I did
I'm like, good job.
So that brings us to our goblin friend, who's going to step behind Idabrix and thus gaining a +2, and is going to take a shot with his dog slicer at her for AC 21.
That will hit.
That will hit. Okay, so he swings forward with for 1 point of damage to Idabrix. So as his blow comes down, it is a really very well aimed blow, but it gets caught up on a little bit of Idabrix's armor and only draws a little pinprick of blood from her. So we move on to the next goblin, and that is the one that's is standing between Gunnar and Idabrix, and he's gonna 5-foot step back, staying within threat range from both of them, and he is going to take a shot at Gunnar with his dog slicer. He swings for AC 16. Does that hit, sir?
That does not, sir.
Okay. All right. With that, his comrade in arms, the one standing toe-to-toe with Davdithas, is going to take a step down to his south, and he is going to swing at Davdithas across, trying to get him right in the side of his knee with his dog
You
slicer.
said he was unconscious?
Oh, that was the dead one. I'm sorry, guys. Yep. Well, he's unconscious.
Yeah.
It was a miss anyway. Who cares?
Who cares? Gunnar, that's your turn, sir.
It's really hard to hit someone when you're unconscious.
Yeah, it is kind of hard, yeah.
I'm going to maneuver to flank again.
Absolutely. So you
With
take a step
Idabrix?
north to get a flank on him with Idabrix?
Indeed.
Okay.
And I'm going to push my shield up into him to force a CQB engagement and drive the blade straight into him, pushing him
Okay.
back towards Idabrix a bit more.
Okay. Let's see that attack, sir. So as Gunnar deftly swings to the side of him, ooh.
Natural 20 with a confirm of 19.
Wow.
Okay. So as Gunnar craftily maneuvers around the creature, he comes up with a masterful blow.
Oh, shit.
And strikes true for how many points of damage?
18 points.
So as Gunnar's weapon penetrates into the body, he looks the goblin dead in the eye as he slowly pushes the blade into his stomach and up into his heart, and rips it out and watches his guts fall to the ground.
I'm not hungry anymore.
You're not hungry anymore? Nope. Everybody give me a perception, please.
Are we rolling to see what color the organs are?
Yes, pretty much.
You notice they're pinkish.
Oh,
14 for Gunnar for the perception.
it's a 28 for Davdithas.
15.
22.
Okay. Anybody who rolled over a 15 notices that the look on Pseudo's face is not as confident as he was before. But what he is going to do is he's going to draw back with his bow and take a shot at Gunnar with a -4. So he's taking a shot at Gunnar for AC 17.
That's a miss.
Okay. And he yells at him, "Get him! Come on!" At this, the goblin next to him starts to cast a spell.
Can I detect what it is using spellcraft?
You can.
Okay. I roll a 16 plus 5 is 21.
You think he's casting it's casting a spell called Hideous Laughter. All right, so
Sounds about right.
yeah. So he casts a spell at Gunnar, and Gunnar makes his save. Gunnar, it looks like so the spell starts to wash over Gunnar, and Gunnar grits his teeth and just kind of shakes his head and shakes off the effects of the spell. All right, so that brings us to Idabrix.
All right. Well, there goes my fun for the night.
I'm sorry, I forgot to make a movement. Oh, that's okay. We'll play it up. Go ahead, Idabrix.
Okay. I am going to. I guess I'll just turn around and attack the one that attacked me. I will use the horse chopper. That is a 13.
So Idabrix takes her weapon and tries to turn around and stab into the cheek of the goblin behind her. But as her arm comes around, it gets tangled up in the cloth of her armor, and she's unable to land a solid blow on the enemy. Davdithas, your turn, my friend.
So the one next to me, you said is disabled, right?
He is unconscious. So you can
I
move.
do a?
Go ahead.
So can I do like a coup de grace on him?
You could do a coup de grace. Yes, you could.
Whoa.
I would like to do a coup de grace.
Okay. All right. So, roll your damage on the creature, and it automatically crits, so it's double damage.
Okay. So it was a 4, so it's gonna be 8.
Okay. And he is now dead.
All right.
So a coup de grace is a full round action. Just so you're
exactly.
aware. Okay.
Yep.
And that
Fully
brings
knew
us.
that.
And that brings us to Mihaly.
Okay. I'm just trying to see how far I have to run in.
Oh, I finally finished, I guess you could say.
In the worst of ways.
Oh.
On a goblin too, man. Come on.
Don't you have standards? Don't you have
There
any
was
standards?
a redhead and a blonde elf, but you picked a goblin. All right.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna run in 25 and cast Daze at Pseudo.
Okay.
And that is a fail on his save. He rolled a 6 versus my DC 14.
Yeah, why did it say? Oh, okay. Automatic failure. I get it. And every time I'm going to arrange my dice. Hold on 1 second.
Maybe his is like a 1+5 or something. So
yeah,
1 for an automatic fail.
That's probably it. All right. So he is currently dazed. So let's give him that status. I just got to grab that status real quick.
And for free action, I'm just going to shout back to the party like, guys, move in now.
Dazed.
Please.
To pseudo for 1 round.
Please.
I'm scared up here.
Please. I'm a squishy mage.
Quick question.
Yep.
Does Pseudo have clothes on?
He does.
Okay, so he got clothed again.
Correct.
Just making sure. Okay.
Okay.
Not for long.
So the goblin standing behind Idabrix takes a 1 step down to his north, takes a 5-foot step, and is now flanking Idabrix. And again is going to try and drag his dog
Isn't
slicer.
that other goblin
I
dead?
was gonna say the other goblin's dead.
Which one?
The one
in between Gunnar and
flanking
Idabrix?
with.
That's not the one I'm talking about.
Oh.
This one, the one that was standing behind her that she
That's
tried to
the
attack.
only one that's left alive. Gunnar killed that one with an 18 last round.
Oh, that's right, 18 damage. Okay.
The northern one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. So he's not flanked. Okay. So he is going to take an attack at Idabrix and try to land one behind her knee, and does damage instead of the attack. So you
wow,
can
impressive.
Right.
Let's see if
And
it
I
hits.
should try that.
It does not hit, and he fumbles. So Idabrix, take those 3 wounds off yourself, and let's look up the table and see what happens to our friend here.
Punches himself in the dick.
the crotch.
What was on the fumble roll? What was the table 1? So boom, boom, boom. So his attack is so bad that he actually falls prone. So he is prone at Idabrix's feet right now.
Nice.
Boom, boom. So this is the one that's dead. I deleted the token. It didn't delete it out of the combat tracker.
Tractor.
The tractor.
And this one's dead as well. And that
Talking
brings
my
us.
language now for talking about tractors.
That brings us to Gunnar.
There's no radishes involved. Come.
How high up is that stage that they're standing on?
10 feet.
Okay, so I can swing without jumping up on the stage.
So your threat range is 5 feet. Yeah, you could.
I
Yeah.
assume.
Okay.
Smack him in the ankles.
Rage
Well,
and charge.
he's 10 feet up.
I'm 6 feet tall, with a 3 feet reach, and
That'd
a
be
foot and a
9.
half, 2 foot long weapon.
I'll allow it. So
Okay.
that is the
Rage.
goblin, just so you're aware.
Rage and charge the goblin.
Okay. So Goblin, Gunnar gets mad, runs towards the stage. He sees the goblin on top of the stage singing, and had just cast a spell at him, and swings for AC.
That's 23 to hit.
23 to hit. Okay, so that is a hit.
And to hit him with a 11 points of damage.
Okay. So Gunnar jumps up and swings his blade across, and it connects solidly on the leg of the goblin, and blood starts pouring down the leg of the goblin. And that brings us to Pseudo. So Pseudo is dazed, and for some reason my brain... Dazed is no action, right?
Just no action.
Okay. Until the
He
end of
doesn't
his
drop any of his stuff. He doesn't go prone.
Okay.
Just no action.
Just like me after a night at the Rusty Dragon.
Oh,
Damn
perfect.
straight.
Perfect.
Cheers to that, my friend.
Cheers.
All right.
One more free action. I scream up and over again, back towards Idabrix.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the goblin up there retreats back and then casts a spell on itself.
Can I roll spellcraft, please?
Oh, but I think Davdithas can.
Okay.
I can, but it's not trained, so I'm only gonna get a 10.
No, it's divine spell.
Use like
Oh, it's
religion.
divine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So knowledge religion then.
Yep.
All right. Incoming. I have vast religious knowledge of 15.
He is casting Cure Light Wounds on himself.
I know that one.
Do I get the AOL from him running away?
It's not. You can't really threaten a square that you would have to jump up and take a swing at somebody.
Okay.
So it's 1d8, right? Plus 1 point per caster level. Okay.
I could tell you, but I don't want to aid an enemy.
It's gonna happen one way or the other. All right. Oh, that's no bueno. So Davdithas, you see this creature start to cast a spell, and negative energy flows from it, and as a prayer goes up to Lamashtu, and it starts to heal.
Ew.
And that brings us to Idabrix.
All right.
6 seconds.
Gunnar, I'm coming up.
Oh no.
Here we go.
All right. So here we go again. Gunnar's gonna boost me up onto the stage.
I'm imagining this as like a running wall ride off
What's
of
your-
his shield.
What's your movement, Luna?
20.
So
So I wouldn't
5,
be able
10,
to
15,
do anything else.
no, that would be 20 right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're still
Gunnar-
you're 10 feet back from the stage and about 5 feet from Gunnar. So
Okay.
Yep.
Next round, Gunnar, I'm coming up.
Not that I want to help the enemy, but didn't she also leave a threatened square of the enemy?
she did, but you could call that a full
He's-
retreat.
Huh.
This guy,
Isn't he prone?
he
Oh,
is
yeah,
prone,
he's
so it's
prone.
not threatened. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty.
Ooh, that
Davdithas.
gives me an idea. Well, if he's prone, I get a little bonus, don't I?
You always get a bonus to prone creatures.
Oh, he needs it.
It's a
If
sign.
anything, if anything, I get negative modifiers.
Wrong kind of hitting it, decider.
Just- I'm gonna move right up to this guy, and I'm gonna take aim at his head. And I'm gonna swing a morning star at it.
Okay.
So it's a wow. All right, a 1.
So Davdithas rolls a 1 and a so he's trying to line up this apparently does get bonuses. I mean negatives on attacking a prone enemy. So he tries to smash his morning star down on the skull of the creature on the ground, and in doing so misses and it rolls a 3 on the fumble table, and we're gonna find out what that is, friends.
I think I know what that is.
You think? I think I might know as well.
I think I know what it is.
Nope. Very close.
No?
Very close.
Oh gosh.
You receive a -2 penalty to attack rolls against the target until you successfully hit that target with an attack.
Okay.
All right, so you're so embarrassed by your lack of proficiency in this fight that you just like you're like almost intimidated. Not quite intimidated, but you're just you're like ugh.
I look up to the heavens and I go, Desna, love me.
Top of the order, Mihaly, you're up, my friend.
All right. Seeing Davdithas fail at this, I'm just gonna like casually walk away.
Okay.
I'm gonna, because it's not a threatened square because he's still prone, right? So I can
Correct.
I can 5-foot step away.
You don't even have to 5 foot. You could move away.
Okay, I don't want to make that much of a move anyway. I'm just gonna distance myself so when he gets up, I'm not in a threatened square.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Daze at the oh wait, no, sorry. I'll move more than a 5 foot. I'll do 5, 10, 15. That would be 25 there at the edge of the stage.
Okay.
Does that make sense? That
Yep.
would be a full 30, I guess.
Yep.
Can I cast Color Spray up onto the stage?
So the only person you would hit at this point would be Pseudo.
Oh, the other guy's too far back?
Yep.
I don't have a ranged attack at any distance on this guy?
You cannot see him being your current height and how far the stage is, how far the stage up, and him being 10 feet back. You do not have. You have full concealment. He has full concealment on you.
Okay, I'll Color Spray at Pseudo.
All right, let's see it. So he saves with a 22 versus your DC 15, and so he saves versus effects. So I gotta look at the spell effect again because does save outright negate all the effects?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure. I'm reading it.
Okay.
Will negates.
Okay.
So I assume yes.
Yeah.
So
after that, can I 5-step back then?
sure.
Okay, I'll do that.
So Davdithas puts his hands together, and a spray of color erupts from his hands, and they wash over to Pseudo, and he just kind of laughs it off.
How did I do that? That's amazing.
Oh, did I see Davdithas?
Yes, you did.
So Davdithas,
We were
apparently
just
you've
talking
learned.
about who's gonna die first. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Apparently you've learned arcane magic. So,
Whoa. Thanks, Desna.
so the goblin is prone at Davdithas's feet. He is going to attempt to stand up, and that would give you an attack of opportunity, Davdithas.
Oh, I'm taking it.
Take it.
It's gonna be at a -2 though, right?
Correct.
All right, here we go. Desna, be with me. It's a 17.
That would hit the AC of the creature attempting to get up at your feet. And how much damage do you do to this creature?
Oh, it's gonna be huge. It's 7.
Okay.
Wow.
So as the creature starts to stand up and it tries to launch an attack at Davdithas, Davdithas comes down the crushing blow from his Morningstar.
Yes.
Morningstar, and crushes the skull of the creature back to the ground, thus killing him in the process. Gunnar, that brings us
Did
to
it.
you.
I'm going to ready an attack
Okay.
for as Luna approaches me.
Can you
You're
clarify a little?
attacking Luna.
No, wait. Can you clarify a little better for me?
I'm going to ready an action, so she's going to run up and sprint on me, and I'm going to throw her.
Okay.
The real Idabrix is about to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
I was a little worried because you said I'm gonna ready an attack for when she comes up to me.
Okay.
I was like, uh-oh.
All right.
Smash.
So
Yeah.
the daze is off. Should be off of now. Off Pseudo. So Pseudo is going to. He is going to jump down at actually he's going to move 10 feet down. Oh, how is he going to do this? He's going to move to the top of the stage, jump 10 feet down by Gunnar, and let's see if he makes his acrobatic check to do so. He's pretty finessey, so I think he's going to make it, but acrobatics, wow. Holy cow. So acrobatics. He makes it. From there, he digs with himself, and you see him, start to set a foot back, and he's gonna take an unarmed strike at Gunnar. So let's do this. AC 24, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So he does 4 points of damage to you, Gunnar.
Okay.
All right. And with that, he's gonna withdraw 5 feet. And he is gonna use his ability. And let me roll that as well.
Did he just spring attack me?
A little bit.
Oh my god.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Where to go? I just had it. Boom, 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 boom. I know what it is. I know what the roll is. Hold on. Yeah, he made it. All right, so that brings us to the goblin up on the stage, who is going to step forward, and he's going to start to cast a spell. Okay, so he casts a spell at Gunnar, and as the spell is being cast, so Gunnar, you failed the DC on this one, so you start to laugh, friend. You collapse to the ground in gales of laughter, of manic laughter, falling prone. You cannot take any actions while laughing. You're not considered helpless. After the spell and blah blah blah. You can make a saving throw at the beginning of your next turn. Okay, Gunnar.
Okay.
Okay. So, with that, it brings us to Idabrix. Gunnar, I'm going to leave you on the same initiative because you are ready in action. It'd be an infinite loop of nothing. So, I'm going to leave you on the same initiative you were.
Can I drop in now then?
No, because this is the same round.
Okay.
If you dropped in now, it would be effectively. It has to be next round.
Okay.
Idabrix, I'm sorry, you're up.
Okay. So let's see. So Gunnar is laughing hysterically. Is that what just happened?
On the ground, yes.
Okay, then we are not doing what we planned. Does not seem like a very wise move.
I mean, you could use him as a stepping stone. He's still, give you another, like 8 inches, 12 inches.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, all right. I'll do that. Because why not?
Oh, okay. So what's your plan? What's your plan here, Idabrix?
Let's see. I am going to. Okay. I would like to use Gunnar as a stepping stone to launch myself towards Pseudo to attack him with the horse chopper.
Whoa.
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 That acrobatic attack, though.
Let's see it.
Okay.
Sorry for your face in advance, Gunnar.
I hope your shield is covering all your important bits.
It's okay. He'll laugh it off.
Yeah.
For at least
We're
one.
fine.
Ow.
All right, let's see.
Tickles.
Acrobatics. Oh, that's only a 17.
So Idabrix, you run over to him. I'm going to need you to roll a D8 for me, okay?
Okay. 6.
All right, so Idabrix runs over to Gunnar and launches off him, but not that gracefully. In the process, she lands in this square next to Pseudo.
I'll take it.
You'll take it. Okay. Unfortunately, you are unable to attack because that was your movement.
That's fine.
Davdithas, you're up.
All right. I am going to take a quick jog over to Mihaly. And I'm going to reach out with a holy prayer towards him.
So Davdithas.
Casting.
Oh, I'm sorry. My fault, friend.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna give him a bit of luck. And as I reach out, I touch him and I say, in most haste, I say, may the blessings of Deza be upon you. I hope this next roll for you will be a beneficial one. If not, you get to roll it twice. So here you go. Good luck. Boom.
I don't know what you're talking about with rolls, but I feel great.
I don't know. It just came to me.
Okay.
So Davdithas, chugs over in his medium armor, chugs over to Mihaly, calls upon the blessing of Des, and then lays his hand on Mihaly and says, "Get him, boys." And with that, it brings us to Mihaly.
All right, awesome. I guess I'm gonna daze the goblin on the stage.
Okay.
The jerk goblin, the cast hideous laughter.
Feel free to roll it twice.
That is a successful save on his part, so I will roll it again.
No, because you're not rolling to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your DC is not going to change there.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? That's not a
'Cause
roll
he's
to
not-
hit. That's
he's
not a roll to
rolling
hit.
D20.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not rolling a D20 to hit or anything.
Oh, well, should I? Okay, I guess
Nah.
it doesn't matter.
You're fine.
Would. So do you understand what just happened, Mihaly?
I do now. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I misunderstood it initially, but I get
But
you.
you still have the effect for your next D20 roll. So I don't believe it's this turn. It doesn't have to be this turn, does it, Davdithas?
It is, I'm pretty sure, just the one turn.
I thought the way the text reads
shoot.
on your next on your next roll.
For the next round, anytime the target rolls a D20, he may roll twice. and
Okay,
take the more
I will.
favorable result.
If you would like to take another action, I will allow it this turn, because you weren't unfamiliar. How you were unfamiliar.
I
with the
will if
mechanic.
that's fair.
I'll call it fair.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you for your
I mean,
patience.
you even succeeded at your attack, so I mean, it's not
No,
really
he
like
succeeded
hurting you.
the
He succeeded the
save.
save. Oh, well then, you know
Yeah.
what? I don't care.
Okay, in that case, I will load my crossbow and fire at the goblin.
Okay, let's see that heroic attack from Mihaly.
Okay, and I roll a 16. Plus 3 is a 19 for a hit, but I
And-
could roll it again to see if I can get a crit, right?
Correct. Let's see it.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally.
And he cast days.
Let's make sure he doesn't have the effect.
I was holding it and then I dropped it back in my menu.
Okay, so
So it's going to be a 16 plus 3 for 19. My second roll was 8 plus 3 for 11.
Okay, so the first one is a hit. So let's see that damage. So Mihaly, seeing no other option except to take his crossbow and aim a bolt at the creature, lets fly for how much damage?
A solid 1.
For a solid 1. So the bolt flies true. It gets lodged in that spot where the pauldron comes together with his shoulder, and a little small trickle of blood comes out. So it is now to Pseudo's turn, and he is going to attack Idabrix with flurry of blows. So he is going to. Let's see. Does he hit AC 8, Idabrix?
No, he does not.
How about AC 11?
No, sir.
Okay, so now he is going to disengage. And we got to roll this with this. And he makes it, so he is back up there. And that brings us to our friend, the goblin. So the goblin, looking around, is going to start to cast a spell.
I will, see if I can find out what it is with spellcraft.
Give me a roll.
And I roll a 1. Plus 5 is 6. I'll just punch myself in the dick while trying to figure it out. Is that okay?
I just don't even know how it's. Oh, okay. All right, so he
Well,
starts
I
casting
mean-
a spell, and at Davdith. I'm sorry, at Mihaly. So the spell.
No, you said it right the first time, Davdithas.
Okay.
No.
Um.
I'd probably make a better save than you.
So Mihaly. It
Ouch.
depends on what kind it is. He's definitely got a better what's it called? Reflex save than you, Davdithas.
I have 0, so.
So the goblin presents its hands and starts casting a spell, It casts a spell at Mihaly, and the effects hit Mihaly, and he is dazed for 1 round to the end of your next turn. And that brings us to Idabrix.
Okay, now I'm just annoyed. So I'm going to
You know what? We skip Gunnar because of how the turn thing went.
Oh,
I'm gonna call Gunnar turn.
Okay.
Gunnar.
Will save to try to snap free.
Yeah.
18.
You
I
slap
snapped
free. You are currently prone.
Oh, that's right. I'm prone. Stand up and move.
Okay. So Gunnar stands up. He's able to dig down deep and he grits his will and shakes off the effect of the spell. Stands up, and what do you do, my friend?
I move right there.
Okay. So you're not able to attack this round because you used 2 movement actions. Essentially, you used your
Standard
actions.
movement.
Yeah. Yep. So Davdithas, that brings it to you.
Okay. Oh boy, what are my odds of climbing this stage?
Wow.
By the way, Mike,
Yep.
I don't know if it matters, but I get a +2 to will saves from the rage. I don't know if that was taken into consideration in my saves initially.
It wasn't, but you we can look up the original one.
Okay.
But let's continue. Davdithas, what would you like to do?
Okay, so if I use 10 feet to get to this point, which is right in front of the stage,
Correct.
can I then make an attempt to... Oh gosh. Every time I say I'm going to do something acrobatic and I scroll up to my acrobatics and I see that -6 modifier, I immediately regret everything. But I'm going to go for it.
You can climb up. I want to make you aware. If you climb up right next at the feet of the creature, you're gonna. It's not gonna be the best situation for you.
Psh, I don't even know what that means. So I'm going to
Okay.
do it anyway.
Okay.
All right. So
Thank you,
what I
Mihaly.
need in acrobatics.
Yeah, either acrobatics or climb, and I think they're the same modifier for you. So
Yep. So here we go.
Is that a -5?
That's a -2.
-6?
Davdithas, you get about 5 feet up, and you just fall back flat on your back.
That's actually probably a more favorable result.
You do not even make any progress in that climb. Mihaly, you are currently dazed, and that brings us to Gunnar.
Fantastic. I'm gonna tee off on the goblin in front of me with my longsword. I'm gonna try to split him in half from the top of his head down to his groin.
Okay, let's see this epic blow.
Oh, it's gonna be epic.
That'll be a 22 to hit.
So Gunnar steps forward, draws the sword, and comes with an overhead chop and does how much damage to our friend there?
That'll be 15 points of damage.
Okay, so as Gunnar steps forward with that downward swing, it connects solidly into the top of the cranium of the goblin, and it just keeps on moving down through it. As you guys watch, the 2 parts separate. One falls off to the side, right at the feet of Gunnar from the top of the stage, and the other one is right on the bottom of the at the feet of Gunnar. And with that, we kill him, and it brings us to Pseudo. So Pseudo is going to he is making attack at Gunnar. I have to look up this because I haven't used this in a while. He is going to use, where is it? He is, I'm sorry guys. There. He is going to start to, he throws a punch at you, Gunnar, and let's see. I will give you the effect after that. I'm gonna have to do it manually. Does AC 23 hit?
Yes.
Does AC 13 hit?
No.
Okay. Can you give me a will DC save, please?
Sure.
Are you still raging?
Yes.
Okay, let's see it.
That's an 11.
Gunnar, you are stunned for 1 round. The force of his blow hits you, and you are stunned for 1 round. And you are also going to take 4 points of damage. So Pseudo brings his arms down by his side and punches out twice. Misses with the first blow, and the second blow comes in and hits Gunnar in the throat, and he gets stunned by the blow, and then Pseudo is gonna jump off the back of the stage, and we'll see if he's gonna if he's able to make his check. Gunnar, what's your CMD? Or CMB? No, CMD. I'm sorry.
18.
Okay, so even though you are stunned, he's gonna you get the attack of opportunity on the way out.
Okay. Let's line that up. That's a 19 to hit.
Okay, let's see some damage. So as Pseudo punches Gunnar in the throat and goes to spring back and jump down.
That's 14 points of damage.
Gunnar rears back with his weapon, and in retaliation, as the blow lands in his throat, Gunnar swings with his sword and it draws a solid line across the chest of Pseudo, and that brings us to Idabrix.
Well, I'm all the way over here. So that's a problem.
Not for long.
I can only move 20 feet to reach Gunnar, and then I'm still behind him. At this point I think I'm just gonna get up onto the stage.
Okay. So that would be if you just get up until the entrance of the stage, that's only going to be 15 feet for you. You can move 5. Okay.
So I'm gonna get up here. Oop, there. And then can I no, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and load it, but I don't think I can do all that and fire in the same turn.
Correct. You don't have any vision on him, by the way. He's on the bottom of this. He's 10 feet below you, so you got the stage between you.
Okay.
But you can certainly load your crossbow. So Idabrix runs up the stage, draws her crossbow, seeing no valid targets on the field. She knocks that bolt in, ready for action. Davdithas, it's to you, friend.
All right. He is thankfully jumped down, so I'm gonna move right up to him. I'm actually gonna move.
So if you remember right, you fell, so you were prone.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I didn't know I was prone.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll stand up.
Okay. And then you can. You do have movement left.
Yeah. So how much movement do I have left then?
So stand up would be a move action. You can 5 foot. So you could 5 foot in, but you wouldn't be able to make an attack this round.
What if I was to 5 foot here and throw like a javelin?
Do you have it in your hand already, or do you have to draw
I'll have
it?
to take it out.
You'd be able to take it out this turn, but I don't think you'd be able to throw it.
I don't want to do that. I'm
Okay.
gonna just 5 foot right here. That's it.
Okay. All right. So with that, it brings us to Mihaly. Mihaly, you are no longer dazed, my friend, and you may act.
It feels so good. I'm no longer confused and dazed. I'm gonna step down 5, 10, 15, and I'm gonna cast Color Spray again
Okay.
at Pseudo.
Okay. Let's see it.
I'm gonna be like, you were slippery the first time, but not this time, buddy.
Yes.
And he fails his save.
Okay. So let's see. What is the effects for something over 4 hit dice?
Over 4. Let's see. 3 or 4. Is it over 4 or is it 4?
Over 4.
Okay. Creature is stunned for 1 round.
Okay. So let's give him that status. Boom, boom, boom. Stunned for 1 round. Okay. And that brings us to Gunnar.
Can I swing at him from the top of the platform or no?
No.
I will move and drop down.
Give me
You
an
want
add.
acrobatics?
Yes, please.
All right. There's a 15.
Gunnar falls to his feet gracefully at the by pseudo.
And think I'll stop right there. And then I will swing off on the stun pseudo.
Okay.
What's the bonus for the stun effect? Or is that already taken in?
-2 to AC, and he's flat-footed, but he has an ability. So.
Okay. Well, here you go. Gonna swing off on Mr. Man again.
Okay. So Gunnar approaches to the side of the stage, jumps down, and lands next to Pseudo and swings for AC 19. And in his current status, that is a hit. So let's see. Are you using the sword?
I am using the sword again.
Okay. So what kind of blow are we striking at this enemy?
We're gonna try to skewer him from the rear and push him at Davdithas.
Okay.
See if Davdithas can hit him like a piñata.
Nice.
Okay.
Spoiler, I can't.
So here we go. That's 12 points as I drive my blade through a lung and push him at him.
Excellent. That brings us to Pseudo, but he is currently stunned. And that Idabrix, you're up.
So, Idabrix totally forgot that she had that really awesome +1 short sword, the
Okay.
Wolfgar sword. So she wants to drop her crossbow and her horse chopper and pull out the sword.
Okay.
Gunnar, where is he?
In front of me.
I want to run and jump off the edge of the stage and try to stab him while I jump off the stage.
That's a little too much for you right now. Because
Man!
you could double move
Yeah.
and you could jump off the stage.
All right, I'll
but
do
you
that.
wouldn't be able to attack as you come down with that one.
It was worth a shot.
You're like a little bunny rabbit. You're just going around hopping everywhere.
Shut up! I'd like to see you do it.
I already know I can't. All right? I'm a slug.
All right, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna jump right off the edge of the stage, so I'm right next to Gunnar.
Okay. Let's see an acrobatic check, please.
That's an 18.
So Idabrix runs down the length of the stage and jumps down to at the feet behind to Pseudo, between Gunnar and the stage. Davdithas, you're up, my friend.
Ah, yes. I'm gonna take a little 5-foot sidestep, so that way I'm flanking with Idabrix here.
So just so you
And-
know, you were flanking with Gunnar in your previous position too.
I know, but then I'd owe him for the flank, so you know.
Fair enough.
So instead, you're just gonna stand right in front of me. Human meat shield. I like this.
Yeah, you know, that's how it works. And I'm gonna take a swing
Okay.
with
let's
my
see it.
Morning Star.
Let's see this
All right.
epic swing.
That is a 5 + 1 for 6. That's not
Plus, so it would
counting
be
the
8.
flank.
Yeah, but it
Plus,
would be.
he's stunned.
Yeah, but it's still not a hit, friend.
I'm grasping at straws
You
here.
didn't even break 10, which is the base DC. So okay.
But there's a northern wind. And
Can I aid
it's partly
another?
cloudy.
Mihaly, you're up.
Okay. Seeing Davdithas' silly swing, I'm gonna 5-step out to get line of sight, and I'll cast Acid Splash at his face, not
Okay.
Davdithas' pseudos.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Guys, with that, we're going to run to a break real quick, and we will be
For the
back
record.
in a second. So
For the record, that was a
Stay
1.
tuned to find out if Mihaly just killed himself.
all right, we'll be back in a couple minutes. I'm going to kick off this AFK, and we'll see you in a few. Hey everybody, we're going to get back to the action in just a second here, but I want to introduce myself. My name is Mike, and I'm the Dungeon Master for the Tabletop Tavern, and I wanted to fill you guys in on some things you might not be aware of. Our channel focuses on interactivity. To that end, for our subscribers, you automatically get 1 roll a night, and if you save up your loyalty points, you also have the opportunity to give our players a +1, +2, or +3 to their roll. Hell, you can even give it to me so I can make it that much easier to kill a player. It's a great way for you guys to get involved in the game. Speaking of getting involved in the game, if you join our Discord, !Discord, we have an RP channel that's expanded lore from this world, and we have a great community of people in there that are keeping it all going offline. Also, we have our community NPC channel. You can answer 5 simple questions. It takes about 2 minutes to come up with a concept for an NPC, and that could get featured in our world. So definitely check that out. Our players also have channels, and I have a Dungeon Master channel for myself as well. So it's a great way for you to connect with us and talk about strategy, talk about ask what people were thinking when they made a decision. So check that out. The easiest way you can support our channel is to like, share, and spread the Tabletop Tavern to anybody you think you might be interested. You know, it's a free way for you to expand our reach and hopefully can help grow this community. If you are in a position to support us financially, the best way to do that is patreon.com/Tabletop Tavern. Patreon takes the least amount of money from us, and everything you guys contribute, even as low as $1 a month, goes a long way to help offset some of the costs we incur during running this show. Podcast hosting, licensing, equipment, it adds up pretty quick, and we all do this out of pocket, out of love for it. So thank you so much for coming out to check out this week's edition of the Tabletop Tavern. My name is Mike, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. All right, guys, we're back. I'm sorry, we had to take a break a little early. I'm getting some serious thunderstorms here, and the power flickered, and I wanted to check out what was going on. But if we suddenly go dark, you guys know why. But welcome back. So before the break, Mihaly cast a spell, and let's look at the fumble effect.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to pour myself my last drink. Brought to you by Blanton's.
Blanton's.
My drink just betrayed me. When I opened it, it's spattered in my eye. So
because it's a strawberry daiquiri, isn't it?
It's a strawberry Rita.
Margarita.
Strawberry-rita.
Okay. Even the Rita called you a failure to Desna.
So you have a -4 to so Mihaly goes to cast a spell, but the acid doesn't actually fly at Pseudo. It flies down and hits his armor, and in the process gives him a -4 to armor until that is fixed, and we can deal with that.
Oh my god.
Until that is fixed? What do you mean by fixed?
Until he gets new robes, apparently.
Oh my god.
Give me a break.
Gunnar, you're up, my friend. I'm tired of this cat and his hoodwink shenanigans. I wind up with like a crow's hop swing, and I'm gonna cut this guy in half at the hip. Okay. I start from one side, and I'm gonna chainsaw my way through the other. We're gonna do this. It's game on like Donkey Kong. Come here, little man. That's a 24 to hit.
That would be hit. In his current status, he is very easy to hit. Gunnar sees that that Pseudo is like swaying on his feet, so he rears back with his sword and plunges it through the shoulder of the of Pseudo, erupting in a spurt of blood for how many damage?
That's 12 more points.
That's 12 points of damage. To Pseudo is definitely hurt at this point. So on his turn, he is going to I'm going to need Davdithas, Gunnar, and Idabrix. I'm going to need all your CMBs.
Okay.
CMDs. D as in David.
D as in
Mine
Davdithas?
is an 18.
D as in Decider.
Okay.
All 3 of those apply to me.
Mine is a 12.
Mine is a mighty 11.
Okay. So the highest is Gunnar. Ooh, this guy is not having a good day, folks. So as you stand there, you see Pseudo try to leap up to the top of the stage up here. Gunnar, as he's jumping up, you swing your sword at him if you choose to.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Where do you think you're going, little man? Come here. We got business to work on. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I actually get a
Hashtag dick punch.
All right, let's see. So Gunnar sees the opportunity to stab his foe jumping up to the up to the top. He takes a swing at him, and in doing so, what happens to our friend? What did you roll, Gunnar?
I rolled the 1.
You rolled the 1. Okay.
You want the second roll for the chart?
I'm looking at it. Let's see. Butterfingers. You throw your weapon implement 1d4 squares in a random direction. So I will pick a direction and give me d4.
That's a 3.
So your weapon is now 15 feet to the southwest of you. It is right. I'm going to give you a pointer. It's right behind, right there. All right. So as Gunnar tries to swing towards him as he's jumping up, his hand goes forward, but the blade shoots out of his hand and goes flying behind him 15 feet. So
This pseudo guy is cursed with the bad rolls. I don't like him.
What are you talking about? He's doing fine today. We're the ones cursed with the bad rolls.
So he jumps to the top of the stage and then is going to run towards the other side of the stage. And that brings us to Idabrix.
Question.
You just
Was he still stunned?
Nope.
Nope, it was
Okay,
only one
that wore
round.
off. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, it just went off.
Yeah. I'm like, will you just stay still?
Right? Up and down and up and down.
Right? He's worse than me.
Jeez.
I am going to try to jump back up onto the stage.
Okay. Let's see that.
Yeah, let's see that.
So Idabrix she saw
Ooh.
okay. So Idabrix, seeing that Sasudo jump back to the top of the stage and running away, just looks at Gunnar, smiles, and does a backflip up onto the top of the stage, and still has 10 feet of movement left.
So I'm going.
Or could make an attack.
Yeah, since I put down my horse chopper and my crossbow, I only have the +1 sword with me, so I'm
Okay.
gonna move up 10 feet.
Okay. So that would be your turn. Would you like to yell anything or insult his face or something to that effect?
No, actually, I don't.
Davdithas, our holy cleric of Desna, it's your turn, friend.
Do I have line of sight on him?
You do.
Okay. I'm gonna take out a javelin and throw a javelin.
Okay.
May it fly true. That is a 12.
So Davdithas steps to the side, aims, pulls a javelin out of the back of his pack, looks up at Pseudo and says, I got this. Throws the javelin. It kind of arcs over the whole top of the stage, and you hear in the background, ah! And Davdithas, would you like to do anything else on your turn, friend?
I'm gonna, upon hearing that scream, can I just 5-foot shift behind the stage so no one sees me?
Absolutely, if you would like to.
I would like to.
Mihaly, it's your turn. Our sorceress friend, our practicer of the arcane arts, our mystical Mihaly.
All right. How long has it been since the original days that I cast on Pseudo? Has it been longer than a minute, arguably?
No, a minute. It would be 10 rounds. Rounds are 6 seconds apiece, so a minute is 10 rounds.
Rounds, not each individual's round.
No.
Right.
That would add up real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Crossbow?
Man, my poor robes. Yeah, I'm gonna load up my crossbow and I'm gonna take a shot. No more acid splash for me today. So I'm gonna fire. I do have line of sight of him up on the stage. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I roll a 9 + 3 is 12.
So, Mihaly presents his crossbow and fires a bolt at Pseudo. It sticks into the stage just below Pseudo and goes boing and misses him. Gunnar, you're up.
Oh, God. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
I would like to award a couple things, though. Heron has given a +1 to Luna, and I got to scroll back, and I apologize. It's been a little hectic tonight because of the power stuff in the background, but I want to, let's see. Idabrix has a +1 from Heron and a +3 from Great Wolf. I just want to make sure we have them all.
I think there's a +1 to Gunnar.
+1 to Gunnar from Nate Westlink.
Any mods in the channel, just update us if you know.
Yeah, if we're missing anything, just let one of the mods know and we'll get it going. So thank you for your patience today, guys. Gunnar, you're up.
I'm going to move here and pick up my sword as part of my movement action and continue my movement. So it's 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. All right. So Gunnar has fallen back about 15 feet to retrieve his weapon and got back up on stage and is in the face of Pseudo. It is now Pseudo's turn.
Where are you running, boy?
So Pseudo is gonna jump off the stage.
No. Get back here.
Jesus, son.
I just fucking got here.
Can we hog tie this guy?
I'm going to net him in a minute.
Please.
We
Get-
hogtied him once.
Yeah, you tried.
Yeah.
Gunnar, is that the same round?
Nope, new round.
No, new round. So Gunnar, as he jumps off the stage, you feel like you could land a blow on him.
Let's try this again there, Haas. Come here. I'm going to sweep his legs out from underneath him as he runs off the edge of the stage. Come here, boy.
Okay.
That's
Ooh.
better.
Whoa!
Oh, not confirmed. Okay.
All right, but that
That's
is a
a hit
hit.
at least.
So Gunnar rolled a 28?
28 to hit.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a crit range is 19. So.
Yep.
So
And he takes 11.
okay. So as Pseudo jumps off the stage and Yep, because he's gonna do something. So as Pseudo jumps off the stage and Gunnar, seeing an opportunity, tries to swipe at his feet. He does land a blow on his feet, a pretty solid blow, but he's unable to trip him. So Pseudo is gonna jump off the stage, run across the courtyard, and jump up onto the pavilion on that side. And
Oh my god.
Would he do an acrobatics to jump off?
he did.
Oh, he already got it. Okay,
Yep,
I'm sorry.
Yep. And he makes his thing, and at that he pulls out a potion, and takes a draw off it. So let's see.
Jeez.
He takes a,
My God.
takes a drop off at 4 dice go rolling.
Yeah. See the
So
shadowy figure of 4 die.
so as you guys watch, he suddenly he takes the potion, and some of his wounds start to close up, and he laughs at you guys. Idabrix, you're up.
Okay, so since I'm about at the place where I dropped my crossbow, can I pick it back up again?
Yep.
I would like to pick it back up again, and can I pick it up, load it, and fire in one move?
With no movement, yes. Yep.
If I don't move, I can do that?
Yep.
Perfect, that's what I'm doing.
So you're going to be at, what's the range increment on, is that at 30?
For my crossbow?
Yeah.
80.
The initial is, hold on, let me take a look.
I just know the range is 80.
Boom. Let me look at
It can go double range at a penalty,
penalty.
or
That's what I'm,
something, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Range is 80. There you go.
Whew.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
there you
long
have it.
range.
All right. I am.
So Idabrix walks across, well, she reaches down on stage, picks up her crossbow, takes a bolt out of her pack, slaps it into the crossbow, aims her at Pseudo, lets fly, and as the bolt flies across the courtyard, it goes into the netting of the of the structure he is on. Davdithas, you're up.
Oh boy. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm gonna move
Okay.
my full movement range.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out a javelin.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the range increment on that, Davdithas?
It's 30.
Okay.
I can't throw it this round because I had to pull it out, but
Okay.
yep, pulling it out.
Okay. Mihaly, you're up, my friend.
Okay, I'm just doing some measurement here. If I 5-step forward, I can load and fire, correct?
Correct.
Okay. My heavy crossbow has a range of 120. Am I within range
Absolutely.
to not take a penalty?
120 is like from here to the Rusty Tavern.
Okie doke.
I think
never mind my pointer. I was just concerned about because the way that you measure distance in Pathfinder is like the first diagonal is 5, but then every subsequent or every second one is 10s.
Correct. So it'd be 5.
But I'm firing straight. I'm not, zigzagging along. Anyway, 120. I can hit.
You're
right?
well within
You're
that.
well within the range.
Cool. I will load and fire. And I roll an 18 plus 3 is 21.
Mihaly presents his weapon and lets fly with the bolt. The bolt flies over to Pseudo and lodges in his kneecap, which is always fun. For how many points of damage?
That is a 5, sir.
Okay. So, did you roll it on him?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I just dropped it in chat.
Okay.
I can probably click and drag the 5 onto him. There we go.
There you go.
Yep.
So at this point, the bolt is sticking out the right side of the knee of the Pseudo, and he's starting to look a little worried. Gunnar, you're up.
This guy is really starting to piss me off.
He's like a squirrel.
15,
He's
20,
awful. He's
25,
worse than
30,
me.
35, 40.
I know what a squirrel is, right?
How high up is he?
He is 15 feet up.
Of course he is. 40 lands me there. All right, time for some old school shenanigans and hijinks. Drop and draw the net, throw the net. Let's do this.
Okay.
Come here, boy. We're going fishing.
Let's get him.
And I'll use the +1 from Mr. Westlake. Thank you very much, buddy.
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna call that a hit.
Come here.
So Gunnar throws this net up on top of him, and it wraps around Pseudo. And let's see how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna set a DC for his balance up there. Anytime he makes a movement, he's gonna have to. What's your CMB, Gunnar?
+6.
Okay. So as Gunnar throws the net up onto Pseudo and wraps around him. All right. So Pseudo, it wraps around him and Pseudo loses his balance and he starts to fall. So he is currently going to fall from the top of the structure, which is 15 feet. So he's going to make a acrobatics check or take a lot of damage, but it's going to be at a negative because he is wrapped up. So Gunnar, you see him start to teeter and he falls to the ground. So unable to brace himself as he hits the ground, he does damage to himself.
Fantastic.
So that is going to be an additional point of damage to him. All right, and that brings us to Pseudo. So he is currently prone, and you said your CMB is a +6.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to use that as a DC again. He's gonna stand up, and he's gonna try and take the net off himself.
Can I yoink the net to drag him closer for an AOL?
Mm,
Or jerk him down to his feet? Like a opposed trip attack?
No. 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 On your turn, if he was still entangled, I would call he could yank it from him. You do that as an attack. And that would be like a CMB. You know what I mean? CMB versus CMD. What I'm trying to determine right now is you tangled him up, right? And so he's gonna get up and he's trying to unentangle himself. So I'm gonna use it like a grapple check.
Range grapple, I guess.
Yeah.
Mine versus his.
Yeah. So unfortunately he's got a pretty goddamn good grapple. So as you guys watch, he stands up and rips the net from around him. But that is all he's currently able to do. And he is at the ground. Gotta give me a D6 roll. Because we're gonna add some randomness to see where he falls down. Okay.
5.
So he falls down at the to the south of the pavilion which we were standing on. So he is currently standing there. And that brings us to Idabrix.
Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna just try to fire with my crossbow again because I'm tired of running after him.
Okay, so Idabrix loads her crossbow, aims at Tsudo, and hits for how much?
24 to hit.
Okay, so as Idabrix presents her crossbow, the bolt flies from the crossbow, lodges in the ribcage of Tsudo. For how many points of damage?
9 damage, max damage. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Okay. Tsudo at this point is in a lot of pain, and he just grimaces as it hits him and grunts. But he's still standing. Davdithas, you're up, my friend.
Oh, it's time. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
Getting a good look at him. I look at my javelin. I look at him. And I say, this one makes it. I reel it back, and I let it fly.
So Davdithas, seeing the weakened Tsudo, runs over 20 feet to the western part of the to the western part of the plaza, leans back, launches his javelin at Tsudo, and it sticks into the wall to the left of Tsudo's head. Mihaly, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to 5-step in towards them, load, and fire again.
Okay.
So I roll a 15 plus 3 for 18 for a hit.
Okay, so 18 hits his armor class.
And I roll damage of 7.
As Mihaly presents his crossbow, and the bolt comes out of the end of the crossbow, flies directly into the diaphragm of Tsudo. He looks at you incredulously. Blood gurgles from his throat. And he falls to the ground dead. And with that, we're going to be off initiative.
I'm like, nice shot, Mihaly.
Oh, I learned from the best.
So
Some guy taught me.
I was going to say, so not me.
No, I've been paying attention.
I run over and grab my javelin, and I'm gonna take a look to see if I can figure out where that other one went.
Yeah, I pick up all my weapons that are up here on the stage.
Davdithas, give me a perception.
Okay. It is a 12.
Nope.
Davdithas, you're unable to currently find that javelin.
Okay, I'll just look through the police reports later when a man was stuck with a javelin.
Ought to recover that one for you, Davdithas.
Oh yeah,
You guys you certainly hear the voices come. Is it clear out there now?
No.
Is it clear? Can we come out of the chapel?
No.
Those are the acolytes, aren't they?
Probably.
Yeah, stay in there for now. We'll come meet
The
you.
3 of you need to go talk to the acolytes. I'll be
I was
right
gonna
there.
say, check him.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna go
Idabrix,
talk to
come
him.
here for a second.
I'm coming over.
I strip him naked. Here, throw the stuff in your pack.
Okay.
It's an easy way of doing it.
I'm just gonna sheepishly like stand up and be like, any robes kicking around on the battlefield? Mine are kind of worse for wear.
He's dead.
Robes.
I'm gonna just shove stuff in my bag and we can go through it all later, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean in. Gunnar, are we gonna burn this one?
Yes, we are. For my adventures kit, I take out my cask of lantern oil. I douse the body, and with flint and steel, I light him on fire before I walk away.
Okay.
And this is why we burn our bodies. Dead. Burn our dead.
As the body catches fire, an unearthly wail erupts from the mouth of Pseudo. It's something that you guys have never heard before. It's a screech of pure horror, pure pain, pure agony, and
I have failed you.
and his body goes up in flames.
Well, that's not something you see every day.
Davdithas, what are you doing right now?
I went to go speak to the acolytes.
Okay. As you walk into the building, the acolytes greet you. Brother Davdithas, what's going on?
Brother acolytes. So we've cleared the courtyard. There was bad things.
What's going on out there?
Well, town was under attack. We met a man who we've met before, who we know to be a conspirer with the goblins, but we've taken care of him.
Have you seen Father Xanthus?
Yes, he went to go help the evacuations.
Okay. Are we supposed to wait here?
For now, wait until we get our bearings on the situation.
Okay. So let's swing back.
welcome.
What? We'll swing back over to Gunnar, Idabrix, and Mihaly. You guys
Wait,
watch.
wait,
I hope that
hold on.
Davdithas remembers to ask for those potions.
You guys watch as Davdithas goes over to talk to the acolytes.
Okay.
Hey, Davdithas, don't forget to ask for those potions.
Okay.
Right, so as I was saying, guys, robes. Need some robes.
All the stuff is in the bag. We gotta go.
Everybody, give me a perception, please.
There's lots of corpses in the ground here, right?
I'm rolling 12s like crazy.
Got nothing.
9.
11.
Gunnar, are you even aware you're alive?
What?
With that perception
were you
of one?
were you talking to me? I'm sorry. I didn't know you were talking to me. What was that? I was busy staring at the flaming thingy.
Oh, it is rather enticing.
Listen. He's burning. I'm pretty sure he ain't making it back. But we gotta head to the north gate.
By the way, I don't think any of us did well on that perception. There's a 12, a 1, an 11, and a 9.
Yep.
So,
That's a fact.
yeah.
So, Mike, there's lots of corpses around. Can I go search some corpses? The goblins. They're how tall is a goblin? About my size?
Yep.
Okay. How about that warmonger goblin?
You gonna search the bodies right now?
Well, they're watching the corpse burn. Can I run away over to the stage?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, give me a perception.
Okay. I roll a 4.
So you find the drum you saw on it, and you find a whip and a small suit of leather armor and a dog slicer on that particular goblin.
I'm gonna grab everything but the dog slicer and just shove it into my bag and move along down towards where Davdithas is.
Okay. Davdithas, you watch as Mihaly comes up to you.
Sup, bro?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Sup? Yo. You guys got some potions?
Yeah, I think they have potions inside, right? That's what Father Xanthus said.
Yeah, he said two potions.
What did he say?
2 potions.
What
So
kind of
you guys
what,
could,
what potions? What are you talking about?
Dose potions.
Healing?
2
What?
heal potions.
You weren't there, Luna.
I know.
Healing potions?
Father Xanthus wanted us to give you healing potions. How many?
2. He said is all he could spare.
Okay. Where was he headed?
To the docks, I believe.
You mean intelligence?
So that means I'm wrong. That's a 1.
Davdithas stands there and he puts his fingers going both way and he's like, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
He said he was headed that way. It's just
Okay. Okay. So you don't remember where he's going?
Can, like, seeing this, can I hop in?
If you're standing there, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I'm not entirely sure myself. I don't want to make a fool of myself. Can I just roll an intelligence and see if I remember
Let's see.
magically? Intelligence, I roll a 9er.
I'll give it another go as well. Why not?
Gunnar, you're
It's a
not there.
-1. I could roll high.
You're not there.
Pardon?
You're not
I'm
there.
not there. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
All right. So, Miha, you don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Neither of you guys remember where they are. You mean to tell me that you don't know where Father Xandis went to?
I know that he was asked to help with evacuations, but I mean, things have been crazy.
Okay.
Real crazy.
He had to go help where the most wounded people were.
Yes.
Okay.
They needed
that
his
sounds right.
like being an acolyte. Perhaps you know where they're keeping the wounded. Just
Generally,
the
they
guild or
bring them.
something.
Generally, they bring them here.
Okay, I wasn't here.
Are we done that we can walk over?
If you'd like to walk, yeah.
Walk on over.
Okay.
Did we get the potions? Can we go to the north gate now?
So one of the acolyte looks at the other and says, Go grab them a couple potions." So he disappears and he comes back within 30 seconds and reaches out and hands you 2 potions.
What's the conversation about?
We're trying to remember where Father Xanthus went.
He went to the Merchant's
He went
Guild.
to the Merchant's
Send for the
Guild.
wounded.
Oh, they
What
know.
they said.
Yeah, Merchant's Guild.
I was half right.
Davdithas,
I was kind of.
the acolyte looks at you and Mihaly and just kind of shakes his head. And he says to the other acolyte, "You stay here in case any of the wounded trickle in. I'm gonna grab Jesse and we're gonna run over to the Merchants Guild and we'll help out over there. We'll send word if we need you.
Perfect.
Keep the doors locked and may the blessing of Desna go with you." And that acolyte runs off towards the Merchant Guild.
I do the blessing of Desna symbol to them as well.
Okay. They weren't. Okay. So what would you guys like to do at this point?
Run to the north gates, right?
Okay.
Northgate it.
All right. Do you guys still have the map open for the town? Where
I do,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're currently standing in the chapel, which is the big gray building that you know.
Number
So
one.
it's about a 5-minute walk up to the north gate for you guys.
Run.
Yep.
Okay. You guys gonna double time it up there?
Jolly good sprint.
Okay. So let me open a map for you, please. If it'll open. All
What are
right.
these potions of, by the way?
These
That they
are-
handed us?
Healing.
These are healing potions for you guys to use. And-
Does anybody mind if I take one while we go? I kind of got a little banged up.
Fine with me.
Pops cork, down one, Mike.
Okay. So roll a D. Davdithas, what's cure light? D8.
D8 plus
D8,
caster level.
Yeah, D8 plus caster level. Roll it. Caster
What's the
level.
caster level?
Caster level 3.
Okay. 9 points back.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
And okay. So I gotta put you guys on the map when you get there. So as you guys approach the gate, let me get you guys on there real quick first.
I'm smiling because this looks familiar to me.
Kinda, right?
Yep.
So you guys are currently standing on the inside of a double gate. You come up to the gate, and I didn't draw them out, and I probably should have. But there is, hold on. There is a door right here at the northern part that you can progress through to the inner wall between the two gates. Currently, the doors lay open, and you don't see anybody standing at the inner gate.
I'll cast detect magic.
There's no magic within range of you.
Okay.
I head towards the gate.
Okay. So as
follow?
Gunnar, are you guys gonna all follow in tow?
Yeah, let's
will.
get party
Yep.
order.
Okay. So as you guys move through the inner gate to the courtyard between the two, when you arrive, you see two guards standing at the doors, holding timbers to try and shore up the doors and keep them closed. Every couple of seconds, booms reverberate as if something large is striking the door. Dust flies, and you hear the creaking and crunching of wood each time a blow lands. Two frantic guards with crossbows stand atop the wall, shooting arrows down into unknown assailants. You can only assume are goblins assaulting the outside doors. As the guards at the door see you, as the guards at the door see you coming, they yell, "We have these doors, at least for now. Please go up on the wall and see what you can do to help them."
Roger, Roger.
You three take up top. I'm going to help them reinforce the door because I'm pretty sure I'm as strong as both of these cats.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a stairwell to the top of the?
So if you look at the two markers I placed on there, the two pointers, those are doors, and you come out from those stairwells atop that come out on the top of the guardhouse.
Okay.
I'm gonna look
So you would
over
go
at
through
Idabrix
theirs?
and load my crossbow. Sorry.
No worries. So Davdithas, as you would come out through these steps up here, as you go,
Oh, okay. I see.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty, there you go. So you got who's going up?
I'll
I
go
went up one staircase. Davdithas went up the other.
Okay. In Idabrix, what are you doing?
Idabrix.
I went up.
I don't see your marker.
Yep, because I accidentally closed the map.
Okay.
Aww.
I can open that again for you.
Please.
There you go. I moved you up to there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Join us.
Idabrix, are you going to be going to the top, or are you staying in the inner courtyard?
I will go up to the top. I will follow Mihaly. I guess. Yeah, I'll go up to the top.
Okay. Okay. So you guys are standing about 40 feet back from the edge of the gate, or the furthest, the farthest point of the gatehouse. There is a 5-foot wall that's ringing around the top of this. It's like a parapet, I think is the correct word. And you currently, from where you're standing, you don't see much. You do see two guards that are firing arrows out from atop this guardhouse into the field in front of them, and they are standing at here and the opposite side. So they're standing at the
Northwest corner and northeast.
northeast corner, shooting down into the field in front of you guys. You guys are familiar with this area. This is where you had the meeting with Father Xantus about Squee. You had it up the little the road, so you're pretty familiar with this area.
All right. I'm gonna move up to the edge,
Okay.
northeast corner specifically for me.
Okay. Luna, what are you doing?
I will move up. I'll move up to the center.
Okay. All right. So with that, I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative for me.
Okay.
Can I get an action before initiative?
Absolutely.
I peel one of the guys off the door and I throw myself against where he was, and I look at him and I scream, "Go get reinforcement timbers to strengthen the doors."
Okay. So the guard starts to run off, Gunnar. So that's the guard right in front of you. He
Okay.
runs off. So boom. These guys for some reason are marked as unfriendly, but those two guys, that guard right there and that guard right there, are marked as unfriendly, but they are friendly targets. Okay.
They're evil. Kill them.
They're evil. Kill them.
Detect evil.
Okay. As you guys progress to the front of the I want to delete these markers real quick.
Okay.
Remove. Okay. You guys have a basic understanding of how that was. That removed all the pointers. Okay. As you guys walk up to the front of the guardhouse, and you see the guard shooting down into the
That's a big token.
into the field in front of you, there appears to be a creature you've never seen before, a large creature, about 15 feet tall, with goblins trying to climb the walls. The creature that stands in front of you is swinging at the door with a giant club. As the club hits, the wood shakes and creaks and dust is flying. He's roaring with every strike, and with that, we're going to be on initiative. Gunnar, Gunnar, you are currently not going to be a participant in this because you don't know what's going on out there.
Okay.
I'm going to need initiative for you anyway, in case how it works out.
No problem.
17 for me.
Okay.
20 for me.
Davdithas coming in with that 20.
22 for me.
And that's a 5 for Gunnar.
Okay. So we're going to go to the top of the order, and that brings us to, I believe, Idabrix. Well, Idabrix, you are up.
All right. I'm gonna look over the edge at the really big thing down there.
Yep.
And can I roll a knowledge local to see if I know what it is?
No, that wouldn't be a local roll. Knowledge
Okay.
dungeoneering, stuff like
Can
that.
I roll a knowledge dungeoneering then?
Yes, please.
That's not gonna help me. I have no idea what it is with a 2.
Idabrix, you're not sure what this creature is in front of you. You're aware that it's big, scary, and I can actually show you a picture of it. So hold on one second.
Ooh,
Okay,
I'm excited.
that would be nice.
I like pictures.
It's so angry. Oh,
Oh,
He's
Gunnar,
cuddly.
is that your mom?
Oh, he's not. I think you should be happy he's not there to hear you.
I know.
All right. So, Idabrix, what would you like your action to be?
Idabrix what?
I'm not that stupid. I may be stupid sometimes. I'm not that stupid. I am going to lean over the edge, and I'm going to fire at it with my crossbow.
Okay. Let's see that attack. So Idabrix, seeing this large creature that she's never seen before, reaches over with her crossbow, points it down at the enemy below her, and lets fly with a bolt for AC what?
That's a 23 to hit.
Okay. That bolt lodges firmly in the dome of the goblin. I'm sorry, of the creature. And Idabrix, for how much damage?
That is for 8 damage.
Ooh, so it buries almost to the fletching into the creature's head. The creature roars and looks up at her and points at the little one and makes a face, and it just roars at her. Davdithas, you're up.
All right. Being the range specialist that I am, I'm going to pull out the only javelin that I could recover.
Okay.
Are there any innocents around to catch it in their chest?
We'll find out.
Oh.
Don't worry, this thing flies true towards innocent people.
All right.
So,
That's a like.
I'm gonna
get on
hide.
it.
Oh wait,
I'm
I have
gonna-
nothing to worry about.
yeah. I'm gonna aim at the biggest target I can
Okay.
and let a javelin fly loose.
Okay.
So, may Desna be with me. That's an 8.
So
Not a
Davdithas
one.
reaches over with his javelin, looks down and sees the creature roaring, and gets slightly scared at the last minute, and it flies into the ground at the feet next to the creature.
That'll teach him.
Guys, I
Yeah.
apologize. I gotta go check on something. Power went out downstairs, and for some reason, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna kick it over to the AFK screen. All right, guys. Sorry about that. We apparently it wasn't our place. It was houses on the street as us. So if it goes down, I apologize. Can't fight the weather. So
Well, we could. We'd lose, though.
apparently with rolls like that, you would.
Yeah, true story.
So
Ooh.
Davdithas had leaned over and taken his javelin and shot it at the creature below him. It stuck in the ground next to the creature and was unsuccessful.
Is he scared?
Is not scared.
Damn it.
Not that you appear to see. So there is a goblin on the western wall, and he's going to start to attempt to climb up that wall. So we're going to give him, let's see. I think these, let's see. All right. All right, so this goblin starts to climb up the wall, gets midway up the wall. It's about 20 feet up. So he's about 10 to 15 feet up, and that's his turn. I'm going to put him on the edge of the wall to signify that he's climbing that wall, but he is currently not up.
They make a pill for that.
It's true. So about on the western side of this courtyard or the of the road, there's a goblin about 100 feet out, and he's going to start to run in. He gets about 40 feet away from the wall, and that's his turn. Mihaly, you're up, my friend.
Okay, logistics question. With how high up we are in comparison to, say, the head of the giant scary thing.
Yep.
Could I color spray it from here?
Yes, you could.
Okay, I'm gonna run over towards Idabrix, lean over, and color spray down at the beast.
Okay.
As it were.
Okay. So Mihaly runs over to Idabrix, leans out over the edge, and casts a spell down at the creature, and
that's some garbage right there. Did it roll a nat 20 on a save?
It did. It did.
I guess you don't have to tell me, but it says automatic success, so I assume. Yeah.
So the creature looks up at Mihaly and just and shakes off the effects. It looks like it got sluggish for a minute there, but it's unable. You don't feel like your spell landed on him. So that creature is rearing. He's gonna rear back with his great club and swing at the door with a mighty overhanded blow. As he does so, you hear cracks and creaks from the door, and that's his turn. So if you look to the eastern side of the road against the wall, there's a goblin on that side, and he begins to start to climb the wall on his side. Okay. So as you look, he climbs about 10 feet up, 10 to 15 feet up, and he is climbing up the wall on that side. On the eastern side of the road as well, about 60 to 80 feet out, there's a goblin, and he starts to run towards the wall and gets within about 60 feet of it. You guys would not actually see this because you don't have line of sight on him. Okay. And that brings us to our friend here. So you hear, actually give me a perception, everybody who's out front there.
I am the most perceptive of us, and I will clearly hear whatever it is. Ooh, 25 for me.
Yeah.
Mihaly, you don't hear this.
2 for me.
Okay.
That's a 13 for me.
Idabrix and Davdithas, you hear a goblin. You hear a cry from a goblin, and as the cry, starts, suddenly you hear a thud, and you feel like something might have tried to climb up the side of the building and fell to the ground, taking 4 points of damage.
Oh.
And what you actually hear is the death rattle of him dying.
Wow.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Wow.
Okay.
For reals? That's dark.
All right. So the guard to
That could have been me.
it could have been you. Davdithas, the guard to the east of you looks at the goblin climbing the wall and says, We gotta get him. And he readies his crossbow and lets fly at that goblin. And the bolt sticks in, skitters off the side of the wall right by the goblin, unable to hit him. The guard, Mihaly, you see the guard on the to the west of you, take aim at the goblin climbing up the wall on the western side of the road. And again, the bolt flies, but it's unable to land a hit on the creature, skitters off the wall and falls to the ground.
These guards suck.
Gunnar, Gunnar, you hear a giant club hitting the door. It creaks, a little bit of wood cracks and splinters, and you're still there, holding up the wall. Would you like to do anything?
I hold up the wall and I start chanting in Norse for Thor's guidance in battle.
Okay. Any other actions at this time?
That's it.
Okay. Idabrix, you're up.
Well, seeing as how it worked so well the last time, I'm going to lean over the edge and fire at it with my crossbow again.
Okay, the big creature?
Yes.
Okay. So Idabrix, the surefire. Wow. AC,
yes,
what?
I am. That's a 24 to hit.
Okay. As Idabrix reloads a crossbow and aims back down at the creature, she lets fly a bolt for how many damage?
7 damage.
So the bolt flies down in between the neck fat and its shoulder and lodges into its neck, and blood spurts out a little bit from its neck. Davdithas, you're up.
I reach back into my bag for my star knife. And as I reach back, I think, not today. And I run down the stairs to go help Gunnar.
Okay, so
I'm going to take a full round movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So if you're just running, you can move. You can run up to 3 times your movement speed.
All right, perfect. 30.
3 times of 4.
35, 40. That puts me down here. Is there any movement involved going down all these stairs?
Nope. That's typically the same thing. So it's, as you see, it's about 20 feet down.
Okay. So I think that puts me about here.
Okay. Any other actions, Davdithas?
Gunnar, I'm coming.
Oh, God.
All right. So the goblin on the western side of the road that's climbing the wall is going to attempt to keep on climbing. So let's see if how they do. Oh, that's not a roll. So the goblin loses its footing and begins to fall to the ground, doing. So the goblin is 15 to 20 feet, 15 feet up, falls back onto the ground, and you see it just hit the ground. Its back shatter and blood starts to fly and foam from its mouth.
Oh my God.
Apparently walls are goblins' worst enemy.
And I have to learn a wall
Only
spell.
we knew that before.
You know, Gunnar is sitting here thinking we should have greased the walls before we started this.
Yeah, right.
Should wax them all.
Apparently we didn't even need to.
So as you watch, the goblin that was behind him runs down and puts his hand on the wall and gets ready to climb. Mihaly, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to, against my better judgment, cast Color Spray again down at the.
How many casts do you have per day of that?
I have 2 left, 5 total.
You haven't rested since you left the catacomb since you left the dungeon and fought the closet.
Yeah, but all my other ones are just cantrips, which I can use infinitely.
But Color Spray is your level 1 spell. How many spells?
Yeah, and I've casted 3 out of 5 of those.
You have 5 per day?
I haven't casted any grease, which is my other level 1.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Okay. Well, no, go ahead. Do you have anything?
You cast 2 in the combat with with pseudo, right?
Yep.
You cast 1 here. Right?
Yep.
How many did you cast against the fight with a closet? In that dungeon, since you rested.
I definitely cast 1.
Okay.
Yeah, at least one I can think of.
At least
so I would
one,
have
right?
1 left. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
That's
sorry,
what I
that
mean.
wasn't an actual cast.
Yeah.
That was just whenever you drop it, it shows up in
No,
chat.
absolutely. You guys haven't rested
So it's
since
not tracking, for future reference, Fantasy Ground is not tracking it perfectly. Usually when I drop one, it adds a little check mark.
Okay. All right, so
Yeah, I'll use my last one, whatever.
Okay.
I'll color spray.
there you
Fuck
go.
it, YOLO. He fails the
He
save.
fails the save. Let's check what DC he is. What is it for 3 and 4 again? Or 4 and above?
Okay, 4 and above is stunned for 1 round.
Okay.
3 or 4 is the creature's blinded and stunned for 1d4, then stunned for 1.
Okay. That's the full one. So he is currently stunned for a round.
Oh wait, sorry, 5 or more is stunned for 1 round. Is that
Yes.
3
okay, so,
or 4 is blinded and stunned for 1d4?
Okay, so
and then
roll a
stunned
d4 for
one.
me.
Okay. 4.
4 rounds. There we go. So blind and
So-
stun.
Blind and stunned for 4, and then stunned for 1.
Okay. All right, let's do this. So that is 5 rounds for that and 4 rounds for this. So Mihaly puts his hands down in front of him. Waves of coruscating color come out of his hands and hit the creature clear in the face. It rears back and screams in rage and drops its club and looks around trying to see what's going on, but clearly cannot see at this point. So any other actions on your turn, Mihaly?
Is Gunnar within shouting distance?
Yeah.
You could shout and he could roll a perception to see if he hears you.
I'm just gonna shout, Gunnar, the big thing is stunned and blind.
Give me a perception, Gunnar.
That's 13.
You hear this clearly.
All right, let me know when it's my turn again.
All right, so that brings us to our friend trying to climb the wall on the eastern side of the road.
Suicide Squad here.
The Suicide Squad. All right, so
You can't let them all die by falling off walls.
and the dice dictates what's going on here, guys.
Okay.
So as you guys watch,
No.
Oh my God.
the goblin loses its footing, falls back onto its back, and
For Christ's
dies.
sake. Oh
My god!
Holy shit.
I knew I was gonna have so much fun with this fight. The goblin behind him runs up to the wall and gets ready to climb.
I feel like they're gonna come with trampolines next time.
All right. As you guys watch, a creature pops out onto the roof and on the western side of the roof, and swings at the guard over there with its dog slicer for AC 18, hitting the guard. So he does 2 points of damage to the guard. He draws his blade down the back of him and opens up the armor a little bit, and blood trickles out. So the guard on the opposite side, on the eastern side of the guardhouse, readies his crossbow and fires his crossbow down at the creature, the goblin on the eastern side of the courtyard. The the bolt flies down and sticks at the feet next to the goblin. The goblin on the that was just attacked by the creature that has popped his head over the wall and landed next to him, drops his crossbow and takes out his heavy flail and takes a swing at him and fumbles.
Oh my God.
I think Sandpoint's got a spring for some better guards. All right, so he rolls a 1, so that is a natural, and on what is on the table, it is a fumble effect 3. He is so embarrassed by his attack. He's sitting there surrounded by the heroes of Sandpoint, and he's supposed to be helping you guys, but he's so embarrassed by this attack that he's going to have a -2 until he actually lands a attack on the creature next to him. Gunnar, you're up, my friend.
I scream at the guard, open the door and lock it behind me.
Okay.
I throw the beam up off the latch and start pulling it open and run out at the ogre.
You don't know what it is yet.
The creature. I'm sorry.
All right, so you run out. Gunnar lifts up the thing, the timbers barring the door, throws open the door. As you start to run out, Gunnar, we're gonna put you on the top, but we know you're underneath, okay? Just because there's no transparency for you to get out there.
Sure.
So you could put yourself where you are in position. And then as Gunnar steps out there, the guard pulls him back and pulls the door shut and drops the timber again. All right. So anything else you'd like to do on that, Gunnar?
Is it a stretch to get it off an attack?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
you moved like 60, 70?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yep.
You're in double movement status, so.
Yep.
Idabrix, you're up.
All right.
Idabrix, as before you begin, you see the door pop open and your friend Gunnar is now standing outside.
Okay. I am going to attack with my crossbow again, and this time I would like to use my +3
from
Great Wolf. Yes.
Okay, let's see this. Let's see this epic strike.
Yeah, let's see it.
Idabrix, figuring that she, she's been doing pretty swimmingly so far with the crossbow, reloads and know the bolt, and feels a little bit inspiration in her, and aims down at the creature and lets fly with a bolt for AC what?
20 to hit.
Okay. So that scores a hit on the creature. The bolt flies true down and lodges in the ear of the enemy, going into the ear canal and doing how much damage?
Another 5 damage.
So as the bolt is lodged in the ear, blood starts to trickle out of the ear. It roars. It's unable to move, but it roars with anger. That brings us to Davdithas.
I'm gonna yell to the guard, "Open the door!"
So as you yell to the guard, he opens the door, pushes the timber up and scoots it open so that you're able to get out there.
All right, I'm going for another full sprint. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40, 50, 55, 60. All right.
Remember, you can up to quadruple move, I believe it is. It's either
is it triple or quadruple?
I think it's quadruple on a full run.
You can quadruple.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll run right up to him. I am now the only person standing between this giant beast and the wall.
That seems
that
like a
makes
safe
sense.
place.
Yeah.
That seems like a very safe place.
Right where you want to be.
Like be opposite someone else is fighting him or anything.
So the last thing you see, Davdithas, as you run through the gate, is the door shuts behind you, and you hear a timber drive home, and the door is locked behind you, and you and your friend Gunnar are out there by yourself.
Let's do this.
So the goblin, this guy's dead. My bad. No, he had just got to the wall. I'm sorry. So he's
so soon he will be dead.
He will be dead. So the goblin
F's in chat.
puts his hands on F's in chat for the goblin. So the goblin is going to start to try to get up the wall, and he is unable to make any progress up the wall, and he screams with frustration. Mihaly, you're up.
All right. I still have my crossbow loaded. I will, following Idabrix's lead, I'll take a shot down at the beast at the gates.
Yep.
And I shoot for a 11 plus 3 is 14.
And that would be a hit, sir, in his current status.
Wonderful. And I roll a damage of Uno. So Mihaly, seeing the success of Idabrix volleying bolts down to the creature, decides to throw his hat in the ring, literally, and try it out. Aims his crossbow over, lets fly with the bolts. It hits the big toe of the creature and does 1 point of damage. The creature is still standing there stunned and flailing around wildly, but cannot make any actions.
Our friend the goblin on the eastern part is going to attempt to climb the wall now.
Good luck.
He is unable to make any progress. You see him trying to skitter up the wall. He goes up about 2 feet and drops back down on his feet. The goblin standing to your east, up on top of the guard tower, is going to attempt to stab the guard over there in the kidneys with his dog slicer. He swings for 13. So as he comes around, tries to poke it into the side of the guard, into his kidneys. It's just deflected off the chainmail armor there. The guard over by on the eastern side of the guard tower reaches over with his crossbow and shoots. Let's fly down at the goblin on the ground. And let's see if he hits, because they've been so successful so far. All right, so this time he reaches over and lets fly a bolt from his crossbow. It streaks down and goes right into the goblin for how much damage? For 3 points of damage. So it lodges into the breast of the goblin, going to the fletching, and blood starts spurting from the goblin, but he is definitely still standing. The guard that is currently engaged with the goblin on the western side of the gatehouse, rears back with his flail, and tries to take a strike at the goblin. And as he swings it around his head, he lands solidly on the arm of the goblin for 7 points of damage. It shatters through his arm and caves in the side of the goblin's ribs, and the goblin falls to the ground dead.
Finally earning their pay.
Right? It's
Right?
about time.
Jeez.
I just gotta find out which. Okay. All right, and that brings us to Gunnar.
I'm gonna 5 foot to flank with
Yep.
Davdithas.
Yep.
And start lining up, and I'll use one of my last couple rage rounds. Let's start up rage again.
Okay, so Gunnar, seeing the opportunity to put this creature down, steps around to the behind him. As he's doing so, he starts to call upon that inner anger. And which weapon are we striking with, Gunnar?
The +1 magical longsword. I'm gonna start disemboweling this dude from the rear. We're gonna start cutting him up at the torso.
Okay. So Gunnar takes his sword and tries to work through the back fat of the creature, and
That's 29 to hit.
And that is a hit, sir. So he is able to lodge that blade up into the back fat of the creature, doing 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage.
Thank you. In doing so, a huge chunk of fat falls from the creature, and blood spills out its back, and some of its bone and its organs are exposed. And with that, it brings us to Idabrix.
All right.
That's how you leap and jump onto its head and stab it in the eye.
I can't say that thought did not cross my mind
I
already.
knew you were thinking it.
And then I said no, because I'm going to be told that I'm not far enough along to be able to do that yet.
I mean, you could try it. It's just not going to go well. That's
Right,
fine.
exactly. I'm like, and how many feet up are we? Because I'm pretty sure I would break my legs.
You're 20 feet up,
Oh.
and you know that the creature is only about 10 feet below you because of its height. I'm sorry, 5 feet below you because of its height.
Oh, I am
was
totally going to try to
entirely
jump on
joking.
it with my
Oh,
sword.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Oh,
I was
no.
joking, Idabrix.
Gunnar, now look what you started.
Yep.
This is happening.
This is sneak attack territory right here, too. He's blind.
He's flat-footed. He's absolutely
And I would
flat-footed.
also like to use my +1 from Heron.
Okay, let's see it.
You might as well.
I'll offer up my hands as a stepping stool for to launch off of.
Mihaly, don't let me fall backwards, okay?
Gotcha.
I just get this feeling, and I look above me.
So, Idabrix, I'm going to need you to give me an acrobatics, please.
Okay.
We are counting that, but I need an acrobatics from you.
That's fine. That is a 13 acrobatics
Okay.
and a 14 to hit.
Okay. So Idabrix lands on she runs and jumps off the wall, lands on the back of the
I'm sorry, that's a 15 to hit using the +1.
Okay. Alrighty. So she lands on the back of the creature. She stumbles a little bit, but she takes her sword and plunges into the back of the creature, steadying herself and doing how much damage, Idabrix?
That is 2 damage.
So as
Your
the
sneak
sword,
attack.
you got to what was it, 1d6 for your sneak attack?
Yep.
Yeah, so I gotta roll that separately. That's another 4.
Okay. So as Idabrix jumps down, she lands and her feet aren't quite sure on the creature, but as the sword plunges into the back, she has a little bit of room to hold herself on. So she's currently standing with her feet on the back of the shoulders and her blade buried into the middle of the creature's lower neck and back. And that brings us to Davdithas.
I'm thoroughly impressed by what's just occurred. Where is Idabrix now?
She is literally hanging by her sword with her feet bracing herself on the mid back of the creature.
Now is the time to strike. I'll hit with a morning star.
Clearly.
Yes.
Throw a javelin at her.
I don't have any left. I
It's all for
lost the other
best.
one into a civilian. So 9 + 1 is 10, unless there's any other bonuses that might help.
Flank.
There's a flank and he's stunned. Is the wind still coming from the north? Is it a cloudy day? Is it a clear day?
He is between, let's call it, +2. So that would be, what's his current AC? Let me take a look. His current AC is, give me with all the modifiers. That would be a hit, sir.
Wow. Oh, that northern wind. It
That
really made the
northern wind
difference.
definitely helped you out there.
Yes, I'll take it. All right, here's my damage. All for a 1.
Oh my god.
Every point counts.
So Davdithas swings his arm down with his Morningstar, right?
Yep.
And just kind of swings it back and forth and tries to hit the creature, and he smacks him in the head a little bit. And it makes it does hit him, but it's kind of, it's a Davdithas hit. So
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you don't have to tell anymore. That's
alrighty. So the goblin on the eastern wall, the western wall, is going to try to climb up the wall again. And he's just unable to make any progress. He throws a little fit real quick, and then he takes out his bow, and he just looks at the wall in disgust. Mihaly, you're up.
That was the one to the western wall, right?
Correct.
I think he's still at a ranged touch attack. I have a 30.
That would be out of range.
Factoring in the height. Oh, I guess it's still pretty far out. Okay, I'll just reload my crossbow and take another shot at the big angry thing.
The big angry thing. Okay. So
Not Gunnar, but the other big angry thing.
So
I'm a little angry, here, so I know
I'm
it's
glad
not
we
me.
That's right.
clarified.
So Mihaly surveilling the scene, seeing the target below him as a valid target. He sees Idabrix hanging off the back, holding onto his sword with both hands, feet planted firmly on the creature's back. Gunnar down below. Oh, Davdithas, I apologize. You definitely had that flank. I was trying to make a judgment. I thought because you were up, you're not up, you're down below
I'm
flanking.
down.
You definitely have
I
that
am-
flank. That's
I
my
am
apology.
really
It's just-
down.
Yeah, you're really down. You are
I'm
down.
so down. Yep.
Very down.
So Mihaly presents his crossbow, aims down at the creature, and lets fly. Oh, this is not good.
Oh, this is not good.
I'm gonna
Shoots
catch a
himself in the
bolt to
face.
the arm. I'm calling it right now.
All right.
Mihai, how many ones have you rolled tonight?
Many.
I'm not taking my dice back, dude. They're yours now.
Yeah, those are all yours.
I'll polish them.
So
Make it
that
better.
effect that's on that that came up automatically does not make sense. So I'm gonna look at the chart, and we'll see what that says. Tables. You are stunned until the end of your next turn. So you presented your crossbow. The bolt flew, but the string came back and smacked you in the face, and it stunned you until the end of your next turn. Okay.
Ow. Yeah.
The creature, we all know what kind of status he's in. He's still reeling, and unable to take an action. The goblin on the eastern side of the courtyard, is going. Here's the commotion going on at the front, and has decided to stay away from this wall because, let's face it, goblins are not good with walls. He runs up and looks out the front and sees Gunnar and Davdithas engaged with his boss, and draws a bow. The guard on the the eastern side of the guardhouse, seeing the goblin run up there, wanting to protect the heroes of Sandpoint and doing what he can to protect them, takes his heavy crossbow and fires at the goblin. Because the goblin's in motion, the bolt does not fly true. It whizzes over the creature, and he curses his ineptness. The second guard is going to drop his flail, draw his heavy crossbow, and take aim at the creature on the eastern side. And the bolt flies down, and it ricochets off the wall in front of the on top of the goblin. That brings us to Gunnar.
First swung true. Second one, we're doing a little more of the same. As we reel the sword back and reaffirm and plant the shield, so use it for leverage and swing my whole body around into the blow.
Okay.
See if I can work some more damage into this big guy. So that's a 21 to hit.
So Gunnar comes back with a slashing blow. He saw where he opened up the back fat of the creature previously, and sees an opportunity to land a solid strike for how many points of damage?
That's another 12 there, Hoss.
Okay. So he jabs his sword up into that wound and continues to rip to the left, opening it and widening it more. That brings us to Idabrix.
Okay, well, I'm hanging here from the back of this thing.
I'm going to have you start with an acrobatics check for me.
Okay. Oh, well, that's a 10.
So Idabrix is trying to find her footing, and unfortunately is able to do so and falls back and starts to fall to the ground. Idabrix, give me another acrobatics check, please.
20.
So as Idabrix falls, she rolls back in midair and lands directly on her feet at the base of the creature with no weapons in hand.
I'm like a cat, yo.
Pretty much. Idabrix, theoretically you could draw a weapon if you had one available.
I expose my hip and offer my hammer.
Okay, I take that.
Okay.
I'm like,
It's gonna be pretty big for you, isn't it?
It's gonna be a two-winded weapon for you, Idabrix.
yeah.
So I am gonna say, give me a D4 roll, okay?
Okay.
So
3.
this is where you land. That's what I'm gonna call it, where you land.
Okay.
So you would have to make a 5-foot movement over to Gunnar, and then to get the weapon from him, it would be another movement. So you wouldn't be able to attack this turn, but you could next turn.
Okay.
All right.
So I will do that.
Okay. With that, it brings us to Davdithas.
Oh boy. Do we want more of the same or something completely different?
And now for something completely different.
Hit him in the face. Hurry up.
Hit him in the face sounds like a great plan. So, with my one weapon that has never, ever, ever let me down. Morningstar to the face. I shouldn't even roll this hit because we know it's gonna hit. You know, so I'll just roll damage.
Very
if that's cool with you.
No.
If it's fine, I'll just roll damage.
No.
Okay. We'll roll.
Just roll damage.
We'll roll just to prove it. Look at that. Boom. It's a 15.
So Davdithas, pretty sure of himself, thinks to Desna, please don't let me fail in front of my friends yet again.
So you
please
knew I was
do
begging,
not,
huh?
please don't let me fail. Please don't let me fail. Presents his weapon and strikes into the chest of the enemy, doing 7 points of damage to the creature.
I did something.
So as it hits, you hear a rib crack, and the creature kind of flinches, but it can't move. So it, but you definitely see a look of grimace on his face, and it's currently bloody status. We have our friend the goblin. He is going to make an attack with his bow at the critical not confirmed. The attack is mislabeled. It's coming up as a dog slicer, but it's actually a bow. That's the failing of the GM, this horrible GM that you guys have.
Bravo. Encore.
But he does land a hit. So that is a D6 plus 1. Boom. So the goblin shoots up at the guard and hits him for 6 points of damage.
Oof.
Yep. And so the bolt fly. You guys see a bolt come up from the ground, lodge in the shoulder of the guard, and the guard rock back in pain, and blood splats 5 feet behind him, and he's clearly bloodied. Mihaly, you're up.
Okay. I guess I will reload my bow and take another shot. I'm not hopping down there.
I think that's a good choice.
Crazy.
I'm gonna say I think that's a good choice for you.
Thank you.
All the cool kids are doing it.
I am not a cool kid. It's a real cool club, and I'm not a part of it. So I roll a 17 plus 3 is 20 to hit, sir.
That is a hit. So Mihaly reloads his crossbow, aims down at the creature, lets fly for 7 points of damage at the creature. It buries almost to the fletching into the hip of the creature. And again, you see that grimace of pain come over the creature's face, and he's in rough shape. Blood's dripping from multiple wounds across his body, and he's pretty hurt. It gets to his turn, and on his turn, he's just kind of swaying there, but he is unable to act. Our friend the goblin that peeked out from the side is going to take a shot at Gunnar with his bow. He reaches back, draws back the bow, lets fly an arrow. It flies over by Gunnar, and the bow is underpowered, so the arrow lands on the ground at well before Gunnar. That brings us to our friend the guard. He loads his crossbow, fires down at the goblin on the eastern side of the road, and strikes true. That goblin is dead. D-E-D, dead. So the bolt strikes through, goes down through the eye socket of the goblin. The goblin falls back, and the bolt pins the goblin's head to the ground, and its last gurgling breath escapes its face, and it dies. With that, it's going to bring us to the second guard's turn. He as well takes his crossbow and tries to shoot at the goblin mounting that just took a shot at him. He with his wounded shoulder, the bolt does not able to connect on the goblin on the ground. And that brings us to Gunnar.
Feeling her take the hammer, Gunnar is going to reposition, sweep low, and press in for the attack, 5-foot step, so that Idabrix can move in and flank as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to drive my blade downward and try to cut this thing off at the leg.
Okay. So Gunnar deftly swivels around the creature, presenting his sword, and drives
That
at...
is a 21 to hit.
Swings for a 21 and is able to land a blow on the leg of the creature for how much damage, Gunnar?
He can take a whopping 13 points of damage.
Okay. So as Gunnar steps around the side and comes down with his sword, he takes the leg off at the knee. The creature falls to the ground with a mighty crash, and his club falls from his hand. It is clearly dead. With that, it brings us to Idabrix.
Okay. So I'm gonna move in next. Sorry, we're getting a thunderstorm here. I'm going to move in next to Gunnar, and I would like to attack with the hammer, but I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do that because I don't have it in my sheet.
And the creature before you is dead. So.
Oh, I missed that part. Sorry. I was focused on the lightning striking outside.
Gotcha.
Beat it to death, even though it's already dead.
Well, yeah. All right.
You can always burn it. Gunnar will be happy.
Yeah.
This is why we bludgeon our dead.
Okay. I don't think I see anything else at this point because I don't have line of sight.
You know there's a creature over there, Idabrix?
I do.
But you don't have line of sight on it.
Okay. At this point, I'm gonna drop Gunnar's hammer on the ground.
Okay.
And I'm going to move over towards the west of the building. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
And I'm going to I'm going to assume based on where it is that I can't see it around the corner yet.
You can see it. Yep.
Okay. 15, 25. I think it's still too far for me to hit with my crossbow, so I'm going to stop for right now.
I think your crossbow was left up on top, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, it was. Yep. So never mind.
Okay.
I'm going to yell back to everybody. There's one more over here.
All right. With that, it brings us to Davdithas.
My attention swings to over here.
Over here? Where's over here?
Yes.
Over her.
Wherever Idabrix is. So I'm going to take a full sprint once again.
Okay.
I'm very good at this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Did we ever figure out if it was triple or quadruple?
Quadruple.
It's quadruple.
65, 70, 75, 80. Wow, I'm so fast. All right. And that's where I be.
Okay, so Davdithas sets his feet into the ground, and despite his heavy armor, well, medium armor, but it's heavy to him.
Thank you.
And runs over, chink, 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 with his armor jangling, runs around the corner, gets within 15 feet of the creature, and readies to attack him. The goblin, seeing this cleric of Desna stepping before him, drops his bow and steps forward and tries to attack Davdithas with a dog slicer. He brings out the dagger and wants to try to stab Davdithas in the side of the knee with it. Or AC 18.
That's a hit.
Okay. So, seeing Davdithas come over winded, he sees an open opportunity and he stabs him in the side of the knee for 2 damage. Mihaly, you're up, my friend.
That was my
Okay.
bad knee anyway.
I didn't like that one anyway.
Seeing Davdithas engage, I'm going to wait. No, I guess even if I ran over there, I wouldn't be able to reload and shoot in the same round.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to the edge. To the westernmost edge.
Cyrus, thank you for that +1.
They're all at a range at 30 foot, right?
You tell me.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. Okay. I will load my crossbow.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shout down, "Get him, Davdithas!"
I'm gonna get him.
That's it.
Okay. That brings us to the guard who, seeing no threats on that side, is going to full run over to the other side and survey the scene over there. The other guard there takes his heavy crossbow, aims down at the creature, the goblin,
steal my kill,
and lets fly with a bolt and misses the creature. Gunnar, you're up.
With my shielded arm, I reach out and I grab the ogre by the head. And with a single deft movement, my right hand, I cut the giant beast's head up, clean off. And I raise it up in the sky, and I scream, "For Thor! This is my offering. I fell my enemies in your name."
Okay.
And I step towards Davdithas.
Okay. With that, it brings us to Idabrix.
I'm going to, even though it's not on the map anymore, I'm going to run back over to where the dead thing is and grab my sword so I don't lose it.
Idabrix, give me a percentage and then call high or low.
You want me to roll the percentage?
Yes, please. And call high or low first.
I'm going to call high.
Okay. So that was the first die? So 19. Unfortunately, the creature is laying on its back right now, and your sword is buried beneath it.
Gross.
Wouldn't that be like 109?
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
That would be 19.
We'll go with 109. Oh, come on, Mike.
It would technically be 9.
It's
If you
Idabrix.
rolled a 1 and then a 9, that would be 19.
Yeah, so 10 is 0. So
Oh,
technically
10,
it's a 9.
10 is 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is
Never
under
mind.
50.
Don't
Yes.
mind me.
It's well under 50.
I saw the
Davdithas,
10 and I'm like, well, 100. You can't do better than that.
Yeah,
Davdithas,
but you
you're
have
up.
to roll the
Alright.
second one.
Oh, all right. I'm face to face with what I know to be the last remaining enemy, I believe. And of course, the only weapon that has never let me down, the Morning Star.
Oh, excellent.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Here we go.
I really back.
Why don't you just scare him into climbing the wall?
Probably.
Intimidate him into running up.
It's probably more effective.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
My friend, that is a miss. So Davdithas comes forward with his Morning Star, swings down at the creature, and the creature just deftly ducks to the side real quick, avoiding your blow. And that brings him to him, and he laughs at you, points at you, and takes his dog slicer and tries to poke you in the front of the knee.
It's not gonna work.
Or AC 18.
It worked.
All right, so he swings forward that and stabs right into your kneecap. It fits right under your armor and lodges in your knee, and blood starts to leak from that area. Mihaly, you're up.
Okay. Seeing Davdithas swing and miss. I'll just take a shot with the crossbow.
Okay. -4.
Okay. Modifier set to -4. And I fire and I roll a 10.
How come it only said -1?
Because I have a plus.
Oh, okay.
3
It's
modifier.
rolled the modifier. Okay. So Mihaly aims down at the goblin, but seeing his friend, he's wary of the shot. He doesn't want to hit Davdithas in the back of the head, so he misjudges.
That's right.
And
Thank
corrects, and the bolt flies wild. So
Better
the
to
guard,
be safe than sorry.
so the guard,
Yes.
seeing him, the creature down there, is also going to take a shot, and I got to get modifier. There we go. He's going to shoot down at him, and he crits. Does not confirm the crit, but he is definitely going to hit him for 4 damage. The bolt comes down, lodges in the neck of the creature. Blood shoots out to the other side. It falls over on the side, dead. And with that, we're going to be off initiative.
Ooh.
I'm gonna yell up to Mihaly and ask him to grab my crossbow for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the crossbow. Is that the only thing up here?
Yes, that's the only weapon I had out up there.
I'll grab the crossbow and then I'll run down, head down the stairs towards the gate.
Okay.
I begin the search for my one and only javelin.
And I asked Gunnar to help move the ogre so I can get my sword back.
Okay.
I move. First, I reholster my hammer,
Yeah, good
sheath
idea.
my longsword, and roll the giant creature so she can get her stuff, and then strip the ogre of any paraphernalia and/or equipment.
So Gunnar, give me a search or a perception.
Okay. That's a 2.
Gunnar, he has like a leather loincloth, and no armor per se. It's just ratty clothing, and he has his great club, which is
Hey, Davdithas, I found you a hat.
My hat. Oh, I didn't know I had a hat. What do you got?
I promptly remove the loincloth and hold it out to him.
Smells weird. Do I want this? Is my hat?
Oh, God.
No, don't put that on your head.
Oh, this doesn't look like my javelin. Have you seen my javelin?
No. No, I haven't.
Javelin.
give me a perception.
Javelin.
Give me a perception, Davdithas.
It is a 27.
You're able to recover your javelin.
Yes.
Idabrix, you want to strip him and I'll hold open your pack for you?
Sure.
Anything that looks valuable or anything, just throw it in. We gotta get back inside for the rest of the fight. I don't know what's going on with the rest of the city right now, but I'm pretty sure it's not good.
Probably not.
That's a fair assumption.
Do I need to roll a perception, or can I just say
Or what?
do you want it, if I'm gonna try to just take everything else off of him?
That's the only thing that was on him, is the loincloth, a little bit of ratty clothing, and the great club.
So there you go.
Okay. I yell at the guards to open the gate.
The guards open the gate. Wow.
And we come rushing in.
Wow.
Doo-doo-doo.
Wow. The guard's impressed. About a minute later, Gunnar, you see the other guard that you sent off comes back with timber.
Good. I help him position it, and I place it to reinforce the door.
Okay, you're gonna take a couple minutes and shore up the door.
I send the rest of the party ahead, I guess. Guys, go help. I'll be right behind you.
He is the fastest of us. That makes sense.
I'm gonna hold up the crossbow to Idabrix. Yours,
Thank you.
I believe.
Yes, thank you. I take it back and get it resituated on me.
Do you guys want to help me do this so we get it done faster, or do you just want to take off?
Let's get this done real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
just pretend to help.
Jeez.
I'm gonna act like I'm lifting it, but I'm not actually.
I hate you.
Is that
I'm
a
gonna-
bluff?
I'm
What is
gonna
that?
pretend-
That would be a
to help.
bluff. I'd say
I'm
bluff.
gonna try to help, but I literally can't reach.
I can't reach it.
Mihai, give me that bluff check.
Okay.
So for something like this, would it be a perception or a sense motive?
Sense
Oh my
motive.
God.
26.
Oh man.
So everybody give me a sense motive, please.
Sense motive, okay. It's gonna be hard, but it's possible.
That's what she said.
Nope.
That's a 12 for me.
Close. That's a 22 for me.
You guys look over at Mihai and you're doing a good job, Mihai.
Oh, my back. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'll put in more effort to help.
Pivot.
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 Oh, come on.
All right.
Pitter
So
patter.
we set it up. Let's get at her. So we set it up and run back into town.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got more places that are under attack, I believe.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the guard up on the roof says, "What is that,
Oh,
guys?
God.
You guys should
Ugh.
see this, guys. What is that? Come look."
I go
Run
back up on the roof,
Back up the stairs.
the stairs.
not on the edge.
He points off in the distance towards the harbor. You see a ship. Idabrix, you know the ship very well.
Yes, I do.
You notice the ship has a strange... There's something about it that doesn't seem right. Give me a perception, everybody.
27.
8 looks good here.
15.
5.
Seems pretty accurate that I would notice something is very wrong with this ship.
Idabrix says you watch. Flames appear to lick up the side of the front of the ship, and a large explosion rocks the ship as debris flies. The front of the ship explodes, and flaming debris hits the water. Your heart suddenly breaks as you realize this man that you have known so well over the last couple weeks and have gone so close to surely must be dead. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session.
I'd like to object, Your Honor.
That makes 2 of us?
Now, I don't know a lot about boats, but are they supposed to do that?
No.
I'm going
Fell off.
to throw him off the tower. Decider done fell out.
Ah, that could have happened to any of us.
I'm a bastard.
Yep.
And
Hashtag Heron lives on Twitter.
Yeah,
Get it
let's go.
trending,
Get it
and,
trending.
Get it
and
trending.
we're good. The rise of the Jedi Heron.
All right, everybody, how are we feeling? Let's start with Mihaly.
Oh man. I don't know if some of you guys noticed. I was like, oh man, I'm so tired right now. I'm running on 0 sleep and I have to work in like 4 hours again. And
That's great.
Tonight was really exciting. I'm really sorry that I'm like drowsy today, to say the least. But holy cow. I was definitely a little worried when you threw what I'm assuming is an ogre at us. Obviously I've never seen anything like this before. That's the beauty of being a newbie. You can't really metagame. But it looked big and scary and I don't like that. Yeah, I think we played really well as a party tonight. Everything kind of came together. I'm pretty impressed with you guys, less impressed with myself. God damn, those rolls were rough.
But you landed
But
a
you guys
really
held it
good
down.
color spray.
If it wasn't for you, that ogre wouldn't have gone down, dude. That would have been a hell of a lot tougher fight for Gunnar if you didn't blind his ass.
It was a lucky roll, I guess, or an unlucky roll on his save. But I'm really glad it worked because I'd just be left with days after that. Among other things, Acid Splash was not my friend tonight.
No,
I
it
need
wasn't.
robes.
Nope.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe for new robes for Mihaly. 25 gold will get us some new robes.
Alrighty, Luna. Idabrix, how you doing?
I don't like you right now. Don't talk to me.
Okay.
Hey, happy birthday, Luna. It's 12:02.
Happy birthday.
Hey,
All right, let's
happy
sing
birthday,
it. Let's sing it.
Luna.
All right, ready? 3,
Oh, this is gonna be bad
2,
because it's not gonna be in sync.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, this is for
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Idabrix. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, guess what Mike got you?
and many more.
He got you some Tinder.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Idabrix.
Well, thank you for the birthday song. That was lovely. And I think so. Going back to like some of the, all I can think is, man, like Gunnar's got his hands full now. Because Idabrix is all about this, like, let's jump off this, let's jump off that, let's flip over this thing and see what happens.
Maybe I pushed a little too hard.
we literally have like a wall running kangaroo in our party. Now.
Yeah.
Perfect. Parkour.
Right?
You just gotta say it.
Parkour.
You gotta say it like office style, like Michael Scott running around parkour.
Parkour.
So yeah, I need to. I'm okay with that. I need to remember where I leave my weapons if I'm gonna just drop them places to
Correct.
do stuff. Other than that, I have a sad now. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what she does in I don't want to say in retaliation, but
I think this is a fake out. It's Mike we're talking about here.
I know,
Idabrix,
It's fine.
he doesn't know this.
Give our community a reason why, some backstory. If some of our community doesn't follow the RP offline, can you explain to them what's going on here?
Sure. So, in our RP channel, there has been a few very active members. Idabrix being one of them. Heron being another who has sort of made his way into the canon story. And he is the captain of the RDN Bergen, which is the ship that we just saw. And
Not
Oh,
Too soon.
Woof.
and so we in the course of the RP channel, from the time that Heron came into port, he and Idabrix have become very close in many ways. And they are pretty much inseparable now. And so this is really going to be a blow for her.
He even made friends with Gunnar.
Yeah.
I ran him a pretty cool scene where Heron, being a Northman like Gunnar, actually ran into a vestige of Odin and rediscovered his roots and learned how to pray and learned about his ancestry from Gunnar and started understanding his teachings. In fact, Gunnar is the reason why Heron had the ships ready for the escape route at the port to try to save as many innocent lives as they could. So Gunnar actually blames himself for this.
Mihaly may or may not have had a sketchy off the books deal with Heron, which may or may not come to light. If he's dead, I think I'm good. And I don't mean I'm happy with that. I just mean, well, I guess no one will ever know.
So it's kind of cool because that's one of the things that's been really great about the RP channel is that there's been a lot of stuff that we've been able to sort of make flow back and forth. So what things that will happen at this point, you know, like for example, after, you know, even though there's a week between sessions, we sort of play out in the RP channel with like the stuff that just happened and how are the people that are not necessarily in the stream, how are they reacting to this stuff?
Yeah.
And so it's been kind of a fun way to play, you know, some of the extra stuff that happens in Sandpoint that is all the behind the scenes. We just had a very cool bard escapade happen in town the other day. There's been a lot of really fun stuff. So there's been a lot of really neat characters that have kind of come through, and it's been very cool. So I even if you're not into RP, it's kind of fun to just poke in there because you'll never know what little Easter eggs will pop up. So
yeah, it's so one of the things we all envisioned when we started this is a focus on channel interactivity, story interactivity, to give people the option to affect the story, be part of our world. You know, we some of this world is pre-created. A lot of the work goes into embellishing that world, and you guys, the community created NPCs have been a big part of that, and we've made some really good friends of the channel, you know, through that process. So Idabrix spends a lot of time keeping that going and cultivating that, and we love it though. We absolutely love it. So check that out if you have not. Join our Discord, command Discord, !Discord, and check out the RP room, as well as the ability to make your own NPC that could be featured in this world. Gunnar, how are we doing?
I'm doing great, man. Gunnar the Giant Slayer, brother. That's a thing. That was amazing and fun and epic as hell, and I had such a blast tonight. Mike, again, dude, big up, salutes, and much love, man. You made another fantastic session for us, and I hope you guys at home loved it too. I had an absolute blast tonight, and thank you guys all for coming in and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Heron, I'm sorry about your ship. I hope you didn't die. And one last thing, again, little man, if you're watching, dude, Daddy loves you, and happy birthday.
happy birthday, little man.
Happy birthday, little man. You rock.
Excellent. boss.
Ooh, I love it when you whisper my name. I just wanted to point out one comment that was made in the chat while we were singing Happy Birthday. The comment from Dirtbag Don that said, sung like a death dirge. How fitting for the scene before. Oh, that got me good.
Oh, perfect.
We're all clearly in shock from battle. Don't expect us to be in tune, Don.
Yeah, right.
Also, yeah.
But yeah, I of course had a blast. I learned today that I am not good at ranged, just in general.
No.
MVP of the night, the wall. Got more kills than any of us, I think.
Big ups for the wall.
Yeah, okay, so GG wall. All right, good job. But yeah, no, that's all I got.
Okay. So this is a pivotal point in the story. This is a strong pivotal point in the story. Our players have delved deep into the into what's going on in Sandpoint, and it's a pivotal point in the story. The attack on Sandpoint, there was the initial attack. They've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, and to see friends fall, it's a pivotal point. To that effect, I have good news for everybody.
It's happening?
Heron's alive.
No,
it's
something
a
more
level up.
important. Sorry, Heron.
Wow. Wow.
We stopped the assault. We're good.
Our party
I'm
has
thinking
now
level 3.
level 3. There we go.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. So
I did nothing to deserve this. Thank you, party. You guys rock.
So I'd like to thank Idabrix for all of her training.
Oh, thank you.
Idabrix and I have been training off on the side. I've been teaching her how to be a warrior, and she's been teaching me how to strike decisively.
Excellent. So one thing we are working on, guys, and we should be able to have going by next weekend is we're going to put it up on our site so you guys can track the progression of their characters. So we're going to have character sheets for every level for each of the characters so that you guys can check that out. Our players are going to be hard at work and get me their new characters by Wednesday so we can get that going and we can get it all loaded in the system for next weekend. I do have a little bit of bad news, and I don't have the date yet. I am starting a new position, and I'm going to be away for 2 weeks for training. We might lose 1 weekend of the Tabletop Tavern, but I want to work with the crew to see what we can do to try and work around that. It's unfortunate, but like right now, life calls. I had a blast tonight. This is a culmination of a good story arc, and these guys played their characters amazing. It's exciting to see what they're going to bring in this next level, and how I'm going to have to scale up the challenges to meet their new abilities. These guys are working pretty goddamn well together. We're playing what's today? It's the 12th episode.
12th episode.
Yeah.
12th episode tonight, and
really
you guys are gelling pretty goddamn well. Personality wise, party wise, tactic wise, you guys are coming into your own. So guys, you know what that means, right?
Nope.
Rocks fall.
Harder
More
enemies.
magic items.
Harder enemies. Harder enemies.
So
I can't wait
Up
to
the Sierra.
behold them.
Oh, get out.
Hey, Gunnar didn't die, so I think someone owes me $10.
Right.
Was there a
That's
bet?
true.
Did I miss a bet?
There was a bet that Gunnar was going to die.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, I can't. Yeah, I bet that you were gonna die.
Ooh, you bet that I was going to. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I threw $10 down on Gunnar.
Kick in the bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That
lost.
hurts. That hurts a little bit, bro.
No faith.
Ooh.
That's it.
Come on, man.
Division in the party. Let's do this. Let's foster this division so you guys second guess each other.
The Northman won't die, man. Come on. Guided by the Valkyries. What do you guys say? Come on, hype it up in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Inner conflict. Party conflict.
Okay. Oh, that's charming.
That's charming.
The
Okay.
power of Desna compels you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Lamash, dude.
All right, guys.
No.
All I can think of is like Sunday.
That's exactly where I was going if I could get to my reverb in time.
You didn't, though.
You did.
Everybody, thank you so much, as always, for coming out and supporting our channel. We have an amazing time doing this. We have a lot of fun. There's a lot of work that goes into this, and we appreciate you guys coming out and appreciating the work we put into it. We don't like to half-ass things. Tonight was a little weird because of the power stuff, and like we had to take breaks at weird times and check on stuff, but I appreciate you guys bearing with us throughout that. Again, pivotal point in Sandpoint. Story is coming. It's going to come quick, and a lot of events are going to be happening coming up. So I look forward to seeing you guys next weekend, and we will definitely get Gunnar dead. Let's get some vote in chat. Who's going to die next weekend? Let's do that. Let's do that because I can words apparently. Decider says Lamashtu.
I see Lamashtu.
High God says Thor. Moontear X says the wall. Aaron says Mike. Yacht says Rad.
Not even the DM, just literally you.
Literally me. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Guys, should I be watching my windows now? Is that a thing?
Gunnar, notice how your name and my name didn't come up on the list.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
Apparently,
so now I know who to
Mike,
focus on.
Myself and Yachts have death threats out, so
Okay. All right.
that's good.
Guys, if you're new to the channel, if you're stopping by for the first time tonight, give us a follow, join our Discord, come say hi, be a part of this community, be a part of this epic story. We love all of you. Thank you so much for coming out. And I want to thank, the people who come out every single week and support our show, the people who are active in our community, and the people who support us financially, our subscribers, our Patreon subs. You guys all fucking rock. Thank you so much for everything you guys do to keep this show going. So without further ado, I'm gonna kick it over to the ending credits, and we're gonna show some love to the people that support us. Thank you so much, guys, and
stick around for the raid.
Stick around for the raid. One thing I did want to mention before we go, though, is we have a form that if you're comfortable with giving us anonymous feedback, there's a form you guys can fill out, and one of our mods can link that real quick. It's a great way for you guys to give us feedback on what we need to improve on or what you'd like to see with the channel. We can't get better if you guys don't offer your feedback. So even if you've done it before and you want to give updated feedback, do so. You can always reach out to myself, the players, or any of the mods if you want to pass feedback on. But this is a great anonymous way to do it. So thank you guys. We look forward to seeing you next week, and I'm going to kick you over to the ending credits. All right, let's get those credits going. We're going to find somebody to show some love. Okay, guys? All right, thank you so much, everybody who came out and hung out with us tonight. We're gonna kick it over to Yero Xian, and let's go. When we get over there, let's show him some love. Let him know where you're coming from, and we look forward to seeing you guys next Sunday. Have a great night, guys.